Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is that night. It is the first round of the 2026 NFL Draft, hosted by the greatest football city in the world, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. As you can tell from the terrible towel behind me, I am Big Rich, and we'll be here for the entire first round, talking about the picks. We're going to be giving you the picks as they're made. We're going to be giving you our thoughts. We're going to have some other folks coming in and out throughout the course of the broadcast, talking about picks related to their particular areas where they live and the teams they cover and things of that nature. To my right is Dylan. Dylan, what's going on, man?
I tried getting a suit and tie and realized I need a basement. I need a cool basement in my house.
Suit and tie. When you said you were going to go suit and tie, I was like, yeah, better you than me, pal. Below him is our Saints guy, as you might be able to tell from his background and the jersey he's wearing. The other black and gold. Marcus, what's going on, buddy?
I love night one of the NFL draft. To be honest, I was more hyped for this than I was hyped for WrestleMania. You can't beat the NFL draft, especially night one. And I always go all out. Well, since I said we were going to do a watch along, I needed a backdrop. So I literally gorilla taped 4 of my jerseys on my clothing rack. That's right behind me. I always wear the home jersey night one. Night two, I'll wear a road one. Night three, since we have an alternate, I'm going to wear gold night 3. So that's going to be something new. I always decorate my desk like I'm at the damn draft. I got the helmets here. I bought this cup somewhere in West Texas, and I've been drinking out of this cup every draft day since 2013. And I usually have a laptop on the side, but I didn't feel like unload DJ equipment. Plus, I'm going to do it all on one screen while I'm streaming. I keep up with the entire first round. Every Saints pick, every Texans pick, every other big name pick, plus anybody from LSU to UL, Tulane. I tally that down, and I talk about it on the go, which I'm going to do next Tuesday on my 1-year anniversary show of On the Go. So I'm
there. You
ecstatic.
Go. Well, a little bit of information about tonight's draft. The picks will have 8 minutes for each team. And tonight there are 6 teams that have multiple first round picks. The Giants are at 5 and 10. Dallas is at 12 and 20. The Jets are at 2 and 16. Kansas City is at 9 and 29. Cleveland at 6 and 24. And Miami is at 11 and 30. Therefore, there are also 6 teams that do not have a first round pick, including that guy's Jacksonville Jaguars, the Green Bay Packers, the Atlanta Falcons, the Indianapolis Colts, the Denver Broncos, and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hey, Paul, how's it going? As we mentioned a little bit ago, we would love to have your questions, your comments, your thoughts about the picks, your thoughts about our opinions on the picks and things of that nature. And, of course, Steeler Nation is in full force in Pittsburgh as they get ready for the draft. This is the first time it's been in Pittsburgh. About 800,000 of our closest friends are at the point in Pittsburgh right now, where I'm from, including our guy Adam, who is somewhere out there. He'll be reporting in at some point during the program, if he doesn't get trampled at some point by those folks out there. And he's going to try to get us not drinking interviews as well, huh?
Or if he's not drinking too much bourbon.
Oh, no. We've already talked about that. But he may get us a couple or 2 on-spot interviews as well while he's out there. So he may be popping in from time to time as he is reporting live from the crowd. He's on assignment. How about that? We say he's on assignment. Guys, well, George Pickens. Go ahead, Marcus.
Oh, no, I don't know if it's been going on 10 years since they finally got out of the streets of New York City at Radio City and going city to city. And it started with Texas, AT&T Stadium. And over the years, they went to like Cleveland, they went to Green Bay, they went to Philly, they went to, now they're in Pittsburgh, they went to Nashville. I can't wait till they decide to come to New Orleans. Do it at Champion Square. There's your spot right there. If you ever want to come to New Orleans, to host the draft. And if that ever happens, I'll pull an Adam and I'll be there doing
and I'm sure New Orleans is in their plans because they want to go not only where the the team has it is a good place to go, but they want that rabid fan base built in, and they do have that in those places you mentioned, as they would in New Orleans. There's no question about that. The I brought this up before we went on the air, and it's kind of funny, but just how freaked out would everybody be if we heard with the first pick the Las Vegas Raiders select Ty Simpson? How freaked out would everybody be if that happened?
I think everybody would pee their pants.
Their season would be over before it even started.
Yeah, but that definitely would put a twist on things at 2 and the rest of the way down.
I don't think that.
Okay, if my TV sounds too loud, just remind me and I'll lower it a little bit.
Okay. But one other thing we're looking at tonight, George Pickens has signed his franchise tag with the Cowboys, which means that the Cowboys can trade him without having that $27 million hit on their salary cap. Rumor has been floating around that there could be a trade out there between the Cowboys and the Raiders, where the Cowboys would trade one of their first round picks, either 9 or 20 or 12 or 20, and Pickens to the Raiders for Max Crosby.
I'm sorry, Rich, but Commissioner Goodell is out with Big Cam Hayward, and who's the other guy? I think that might be T.J. Watt.
That would be T.J. Watt, sir.
T.J. Watt and Big Cam Hayward out with the commissioner in the Steel City.
I bet they booing him right now.
They can't. That's why he's got Watt and Hayward out there, so he doesn't get booed.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you one thing. They would probably never host the draft in New Orleans because we'll never forget what happened with the no call. It'd be so bad he'd have to walk out with Drew Brees just to be protected, and possibly Ricky Jackson or Deuce McAllister or a beloved State, maybe even Steve Gleason. They'd have to wheel him out to make sure he don't get brutally beat down by the Hudak Nation.
Oh, Tracy Porter, right?
That he'd do that anyway. Do what?
Tracy Porter.
Well, we were talking about this the other night on open mic about who the teams were going to have as their pick announcers, and I got a list.
I saw it.
James Conner for the Cardinals, Michael Turner for the Falcons, Mark Ingram for the Ravens, Shane Conlon for Buffalo, Jake Delhomme for Carolina, Jimbo Covert for the Bears, Ken Anderson for Cincinnati, Phil Dawson for Cleveland, Tony Dorsett and Drew Pearson for the Cowgirls, TJ Ward for the Broncos, Calvin Johnson for the Lions, John Kuhn, Packers, Billy Miller, Texans, Pat McAfee, Pittsburgh's own Pat McAfee for the Colts, Paul Posluszny for the Jags, Bill Moss, Kansas City, Matt Millen, the Raiders, Rippon for the Commanders, Jeffrey Simmons for Tennessee, Rondé Barber, Tampa, Cliff Averill, Seattle, Andy Lee, San Francisco, John Stallworth, Jerome Bettis, and Joey Porter Jr. and Sr. For the Steelers, Brian Westbrook for the Eagles, Curtis Martin for the Jets, O.C. Umenyiora for the Giants, Marcus Colston for the Saints, Deion Branch for the Patriots, Brian O'Neill for the Vikings, Pitt grad, Dwight Stevenson for the Dolphins, Tavon Austin for the Rams, and Sean Merriman for the Chargers. So there we go. It looks like we got
a few more guys coming out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Rav. Oh, heck yeah. Now you got Mel Blunt out there. You got
Heinz Ward, I think.
Swanee. There's that quarterback.
Big Ben.
He looks like he'd get out there and play now.
Terry Bradshaw, Hines
And
Ward.
the quarterback of the Steelers. Thank you. How about that? You betcha.
Ever been in Pittsburgh the draft before?
Out there.
I think this is a first.
Sir?
I don't ever remember
Pittsburgh's had the draft.
Yeah. They haven't had that many years where they've been out of New York every year.
I like that they
about
travel.
10 years.
Huh?
It's been about 10 years since they've been out.
I love that they travel.
Yeah, I got tired of the Jets fans and Giants fans.
Next year,
anyway.
Chicago.
Yeah,
Isn't next year Chicago?
I thought they already had the draft already.
No, Washington's next year at the Mall of America.
Yeah. Yeah, Washington is next year. And they haven't announced anything past next year.
I wonder if hasn't didn't LA host it one year?
They did. Oh no, I'm sorry, they did not. It's been Philly, Arlington, Texas, Nashville, Cleveland, Las Vegas, Kansas City, Detroit, Green Bay, and then Pittsburgh.
I forgot about KC.
Oh, by the way, 8 minutes per pick, guys. So you better be on your toes.
Future cities I can see host the draft.
Exactly 8 seconds.
Well, you gotta get the phone call and everything. Phone call might take like 90 seconds.
That phone call should have been made 6 months ago. Or at least 3.5 months ago when the championship game ended.
Oh, I'm gonna name 5 future cities to host the draft: New Orleans, Atlanta, Miami, probably DC, and a 5th. You gotta go probably somewhere in the Midwest, like I don't know, like maybe Colorado, somewhere in Denver or something.
I can see Baltimore at the Inner Harbor.
I'm going to tell you 5 that I believe host the NFL draft the next 10 years. New Orleans being 1. I think Atlanta would be 2. I think Jacksonville, particularly when the new stadium is finished. Miami, because we all love the party in Miami.
Or Tampa.
And you're forgetting about 1. Glendale, Arizona.
Or Phoenix.
That's possible.
That'd be the hottest draft ever. They'd be so hot in that desert.
Yeah, maybe.
I think seeing cities that wouldn't get a Super Bowl, I think having the draft party would be good. I think Pittsburgh, I don't think you're going to get a Super Bowl, but to get the draft party, I think it's good. It's got a lot of football tradition there and everything.
I think if they would, let's just say if they ever go back to New York, they'd have to go above and beyond. Like, don't go back to Radio City. Like, shut down Times Square and have it in the middle of Manhattan if they would ever go back to New York.
How about have it at the Statue of Liberty?
No.
Well, I don't see them going back to New York, but I think Rav's right. I mean, you get a place. Pittsburgh's not going to get a Super Bowl mainly because of the weather in January. Just like Chicago's not going to get one. Just like Green Bay's not going to get one. They have the rabid fan base. Buffalo. I could see the draft being in Buffalo. This time of year, weather in Buffalo is nice. But, end of January, 1st February,
Well, mid-February now.
I couldn't see the Super Bowl going there either.
It gets colder up there in February. I've been to Chicago around January, February. It's cold as shit over there.
It's amazing Buffalo has an NFL team. Like, anybody that's been to Buffalo. I mean, it's really Winchester, Virginia with some tall buildings. If that.
So Buffalo's that blue collar?
It's not that big. It's not that big. What is it? 200,000, maybe 200,000 people live in Buffalo.
But you got to remember, they don't play in Buffalo. They don't play in Buffalo.
Playing Orchard Park.
A suburb of
Buffalo, New York population 278,000.
Probably about the size of Baton Rouge, basically.
Yeah,
same stuff.
But you're right, Rav. I mean, but the thing is, they draw. They got a fan base.
They got a fan base. They got a mafia. They got a mafia.
Right, but I'm saying they're like Green Bay. Good luck getting a ticket. Good freaking luck getting a ticket.
I think this is a bigger discussion, but I think a smaller city can hold an NFL team. I think the NFL, NBA, MLB, it would work in smaller cities. I think in a lot of cases. I think there's enough support there. I think like Oklahoma City in basketball is another one. That's kind of insane.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if this is true, but didn't they say like Green Bay is the smallest city in the NFL to have a team?
Yes, it is.
By far.
Like their population's like what, 80,000, 90,000?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Green Bay is no bigger than Waco. Green Bay's got a population 106,000. Waco's got 120.
Here comes Goodell. Let's see if
with the first pick, the surprise of nobody.
My volume's still good. I don't need to lower it.
I'm not hearing anything. Once again, folks, if you guys want to express your questions or your comments or anything, please feel free to do so. We'll all be checking our social medias and that. So please feel free to do so. Let's assume that Mendoza is that first pick.
It's official.
I didn't even think about this the other night when we were talking about it. Could you see Simpson going to the Rams as a replacement for Stafford?
I don't think it's crazy. I mean, whether it's at 13 or what, I mean, the Rams may feel like whether it's a tackle or what. See, but you know what? They may be thinking we're going to draft a quarterback for 2028. Oh, by the way, it is official. Fernando Mendoza is a Las Vegas Raider, to the surprise of no one.
No, I've called this since he won the Heisman.
No. Oh, and he's going to sit the bench for a while. Coach Kubiak has already said that Kirk Cousins will start the season at quarterback, barring injury, and that Mendoza will get weaned into it. I think that's smart, to be honest, but we'll see.
I think Mendoza.
I'm a firm believer in a quarterback in the NFL having a year to work behind somebody before they get thrown in. If they can have a year, great. I mean, not everybody is going to do like what Ben did the first year and go 13-1 their first year. A lot of them are going to be Jordan Love the first year and struggle.
That's true. I don't mind it. Like when you're talking about Pittsburgh, Tommy Maddox was successful quarterback. When you get there, you're putting him in behind Kirk Cousins. That's the stuff I don't understand. Why, if you got an established vet there, then okay, then you're drafting a guy or you're just waiting. But like Kirk Cousins, what's he going to do? This guy, what are you waiting for? If that, I don't know. I'm not big on it yet.
I think Fernando Mendoza starts week 1. I'm willing. I think Fernando Mendoza starts week 1. The Raiders play a Monday night game, one of the first 3 weeks.
I think it's going to depend on his progression during training camp and during the preseason. I think it's way too early to make the jump to say, yeah, he's definitely going to do one or the other. I just do. I mean, you can't. I think it's way too soon to make that call. You got 4 months to make that decision. Now, the big question, because this is the coin flip of the whole draft, do the Jets take David Bailey or do the Jets take Arvell Reese at 2?
I would take Bailey. I don't think they're going to know what to do with Reese. Reese is special type of player. And so again, I don't have as much confidence in Aaron Glenn as he might have taken Reese here. But I think Bailey's plug and play. I think he's much easier where you can bring him in. I think they're going to do that. I don't think you can miss them. I think both of these guys are really good players. I don't think that if they go the opposite direction, I totally see why. Reese is really, really special.
Yeah, the one thing I like about Bailey, I saw a lot of him being out of Texas Tech, being in the Big 12. Those speed quarterbacks and speed running backs in the Big 12, he was not overmatched at all by any of them. And he's able to get off of blockers real fast. He blows through running backs. If they're trying to be that buffer between the lineman and the quarterback, forget it. He just steamrolls running backs. So, I think I honestly think it's one of those deals where, okay, it's a no lose. I agree with Rav, Orville Reese is going to be one of those guys. To me, he reminds me, I don't know about you, Rav, he reminds me a lot of Julius Peppers as far as the way he plays.
Who?
Yeah, Julius Peppers, I could see it. Micah Parsons is what's coming up as a guy. I think he's still kind of learning, as a pass rusher. I think everybody's counting on him being this great pass rusher, and I think he's still got a little bit to go there as a pass rusher in terms of learning it and being an every down guy. But he's so fast. I mean, my goodness, he blows past people. As well. Upstage Caleb Downs, which is not easy to do. and as good as that
You're
Ohio
right.
State defense is.
As crazy as the Jets are, could you imagine if they went receiver here? It would be a very Jets thing to do. To put somebody on the other side of Garrett Wilson. The pick is in. And again, this is the first of 2 first-round picks for the Jets.
Whoa! I ain't saying nothing.
What?
But this is the first of 2 first-round picks for the Jets.
You want me to just tell you?
What?
Just
Yeah,
say it?
I know exactly who it is. Number 2, it's already been announced by ESPN that Rav, you were correct, sir.
It's David Bailey.
David Bailey, defensive end, Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
What is it?
Jess.
Reckham? Is it Reckham?
Congratulations, Jess. You just guaranteed yourself the number 1 pick in next year's draft.
That's the chant, right? Reckham?
Yeah,
Wreckham
Wreckham
Raiders?
Tech. Yeah.
Oh, Reckham Tech. I'm
Wreckham
sorry.
Tech.
I thought it was Wreckham Raiders.
This is the highest a Red Raider has ever been drafted. So super happy for them. Definitely means Orville Reese is going next, right, guys?
Not exactly, because Jeremiah Love potentially, maybe one of the linemen. Arizona feels like they could do anything.
Yeah, Arizona, this could be anything.
I'm shocked Orville didn't go second. They got David Bailey that quick off the board. That's my first shock of the night. Like, I thought it was going to be old boy from Ohio State. Reese.
Hey, Rich,
by the way,
question. Could you please put in the draft trackers, and we get like last year where we could track the first round?
Yeah, let me put that.
By the way, I worry about David Bailey's ability against the run. Because watching Texas Tech play, it seemed like Bailey was not great against the run.
I wonder how much money they lost on FanDuel betting that Reese was going to the Jets.
Oops.
From everything I was seeing, at least in Vegas, it was 50-50 split.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
He went up against some pretty darn good tackles as well. He went up against the Hunter at Arizona State, Fano at Utah. And the thing is, he can set the edge against the run. He just needs to do the work himself. All right, again, a player the Jets desperately need. They will select again.
Why are we hearing Greeny and Mel Kiper Jr.?
Standing by with David Bailey.
David, you've worked so hard for this, and now you're the first defensive player out
Wait,
the board
that's
in
a
the
little Rutledge.
It's indeed to hear your name called this early.
Yeah, I mean, it's surreal to me, man. This is a great experience. This is an awesome opportunity, and I'm just so grateful, man. Shout out all the fans that came out here. I'm just happy to be here.
And the Jets fans are happy about it. I mean, they might as well. You got one of the best edge rushers in the draft, maybe the number one edge rusher.
Would Mel Kiper have ever made a good GM?
Hell no. Mike Mayock was a terrible GM in Vegas.
What do you think, Rich?
Anyone know?
What do you think Mel would have ever been a good GM?
No.
Oh, he's signing a trading card. I love those draft hats that got the little draft logo pinned on the top corner. Like, I'm gonna buy me one at a Rally Sports next time I go to the mall.
That was a one-word answer. I love that. Definitive. Absolutely not.
What's that? Oh, Kuiper?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh, he signed a picture of him and Goodell together that they just took. They printed out like a wallet size, and he signed it.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah, Topps has also got them signing one-of-one cards of all the first-round picks that are there. That they're going to be putting in the Topps Now packs.
Yeah, I love those draft hats, but if I only get one, I'm getting just the Saints one because you know how many times I went in a Rally Sports, bought Saints gear in one section and went across the other side and bought Texans gear at the same time, and they look at me like, really? Yeah, that's the struggle, folks. I need more Texans gear. Like, I only have like one shirt that still fits, and the last Texans jersey I've ever owned was J.J. Watt. If I can get anybody else, I'd get like Nico Collins or something, or Derek Stingley.
Oh, by the way, I am now the first guy to make a fantasy baseball move doing a live NFL draft.
Why are you having a koala in the background?
Well, I'm in my kitchen, and I figured the kitchen background would be a little less exciting than a koala.
I was waiting for you to put. You should get like Duval in the background or something.
Okay, Sunshine.
Or your quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. Sunshine is another good idea.
Well, I mean, the pick is in for the Cardinals at 3. Malagoa, if it's possible, also the lineman from Miami.
That would be something.
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad choice either.
I think that's the best lineman in the draft. I think that's the route they're going to. I think this guy is the best lineman. Again, safe pick. A lot of these guys this year are kind of close together. So I think like that's an easy way to go if you're Arizona, which team historically doesn't draft well. So taking this guy, I think would definitely be it.
I was talking to a guy that did a mock draft and had the Steelers getting your guy, Ione, at 21. I said, "There's no way he's not going to last 21.
He'll be gone in the top. He'll be gone by Baltimore. If that, he might be. I
don't think he makes it past.
Jeremiah Love to the Cardinals.
Oh, they did.
I'm telling you right now, the Arizona Cardinals have made the biggest mistake of the night. 100%.
Oh wow!
I don't like that pick one bit.
Now I'm surprised.
Tennessee shaking in their boots now. Like, did they really need a running back? I'm thinking they would have drafted an O-line. They got Jeremiah.
I mean,
Love.
they still have James Conner
and Tyler Algier and Trey Benson.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't hate it. I'm just shocked. I didn't expect Arizona to pick him up. So he's gonna be right behind. He's gonna be in the backfield behind Jacoby Brissett if he's the starting QB, or is it Gardner Minshew?
No, it'll be Brissett. I don't see any way Minshew beats out Brissett for that starting spot.
Now let's see if Tennessee trades now. Now that they lost that running back.
Now Tennessee's going to take over Reese.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I'm looking at now, I mean, I'm sure Tennessee is not real happy at the moment.
Nope.
I honestly thought they were bluffing with the whole Jeremiah Love thing. I really kind of thought, okay, well, they're just saying that to get a deal, to get somebody to take, somebody to, because they know Tennessee wanted him. So I really kind of thought that. But they actually went ahead and pulled the trigger, which surprised me that they went ahead and did that.
He gonna look badass in that Cardinal red.
Yeah, being the number 2 back in Arizona.
He'll be the number 1 back. He'll knock James Conner. They'll get rid of Conner.
Yeah, they might.
You watch, Conner's getting released
or get traded.
Yeah, but
let's see what
so now the next team on the clock is the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, with the one with still in the Oiler colors, all of a sudden taking it back.
But yeah, I mean, wow. So now do you go? Okay, considering your next, they need defense. Do you go Reese or do you go Sonny Styles? Because to me, that's the next best pick for those guys is either Sonny Styles or Arvell Reese.
Probably
Rab,
Reese.
I know what you think of Reese, but where would you go?
I think Robert Saleh would know what to do with Reese. So I think you got a guy who's a great defensive guy who really would know what to do with a guy like this, a hybrid guy. So I'm picking Reese here over Styles. No disrespect to Styles, I think is a heat-seeking missile, but the pass rush potential of Reese, I would take that over Styles. But I think it's just going to be an outstanding inside linebacker. It's pretty close.
What do you think?
I also would take Reese. I mean, I still think Sonny Styles might be fit for Washington. Like, this your chance for Tennessee. Like, and look, their pick's already in. It ain't even been 5 minutes. I think they got their tongue. I think it is going to be Reese.
Yeah, I think with him falling to them, I think that it's been really easy to grab, which is going to leave all the offensive linemen there for the Giants. I still think they take Fano, but
I wonder
they can,
if Jeremiah. Let's say the Cardinals didn't pick Jeremiah. You think Tennessee would have picked him up?
Absolutely. Tennessee doesn't have a running back. They don't have a running back that is that kind of guy that they can make their new Derrick Henry.
Especially the guy on the clock is going to take Reese if they don't take him. You can book that. John Harbaugh is probably already got written down in case.
Yeah. You talk about a pick getting in fast. Good grief. Harbaugh's probably already got the thing ready to send it in. If they do end up taking, say, Styles or Fano or somebody like that, yeah, Harbaugh's not letting him get past 5. Which is, I think, a good thing. So, and as you can see on our screen here, folks, we have the tracker of the picks so far. We've had 3. Number 4 is on the clock, and the pick is in.
I know.
The Tennessee Titans. Up next, we got the Giants, Cleveland, and Washington are the next 3 teams to pick after Tennessee.
Well, for a second, I thought that was telling me I don't have to go to work tomorrow due to bad weather. I forgot. You got the draft at the bottom. I feel like I'm watching the weather.
By the way, I think Jeremiah's got a Y after the I, Rich, but that's okay.
Whatever.
What do you call it? The banner at the bottom?
Uh-huh. Ticker. It's called a ticker, but yeah, I know what you're saying. So, ooh. Ouch. Hello.
What?
Tell me that's
Carnell
who they took.
Tate?
Carnell Tate,
What in the
Carnell
Sam heck is
wide receiver out of Ohio State. Right school, wrong position. Right, Rev?
I think the
I don't
Saints.
think
Oh,
we
yeah, Saints are getting an edge now.
Harbaugh is turning
Dang
it
it.
right now.
The New York Giants are going to win this NFL draft just by drafting Ohio State Buckeye defenders.
I'm calling it. They're
Dallas-
Caleb Downs is next. Caleb Downs going to the Giants. I'm calling it.
No. Orville Reese
No.
is going number 5.
Arvell Reese is going to the Giants.
All right. Well,
They're-
if he goes to
yeah.
the Giants, then if the Saints don't pick
I
up,
can't believe.
I'm in disbelief.
I mean, granted, they need a receiver, but at 4? Dang. Right church, wrong pew.
Well,
Fifth is
Queen's
the
going to
Giants.
draft a lineman at 6. Oof.
Wow.
So you mean to tell? So now Cam Ward's gonna have him, Calvin Ridley, Mason Kinsey, Bryce Oliver. Who's another receiver they got that's like well known? Wandale Robinson, and now you got Carnell Tate.
Okay, so you've got Carnell Tate and you've got Wandale Robinson.
Well, that's a
The other
Cam
ones you
Ward.
can't depend on.
Calvin Ridley too, huh?
You can't depend on Ridley to stay healthy.
That offense, well, and he's going to be with Tony Pollard on that starting lineup too. Who's there?
The pick is in. The pick
yeah,
is already in, Rav. You called this one.
Oh, there is absolutely
You called
no
this one in
chance.
spades. You called this one
It's
from
gotta
a mile
be.
away, Rav.
It's gotta be Reese. It's gotta be.
Oh,
If it's Reese, I'm going to pour another drink. Oh, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper tonight.
you might as well go get your glass and your ice.
Yeah, you might as well get something stronger.
Well,
Wow.
no ice because I got Dr.
That
Pepper in
took
the
all
freezer.
of 30 seconds.
Oh, they playing cat and mouse right now. This is. We got 91.
Cam Ward's got to be going, hey, why's that guy holding my jersey? Did you know they always hold the jersey with the 1? Cam Ward's got to be going, why's they holding my jersey?
We got 91 people tuning in.
Tate wasn't my even
89
favorite
from
receiver
X.
in the draft. I really like Mekhi Lemon.
I'll make it
better than
93
Tate.
now.
No, we appreciate everybody joining us tonight, man. We're going to be doing this the whole first round. Appreciate all the folks that have joined us from everybody's different platforms and all that. We certainly appreciate you being a part of this, and feel free to shoot us questions, comments about your pick, who you think your team's going to take if they're taking a later first round pick. Take your shot. Let us know who you think your team's going to take, and we'll definitely go from there. I would have honestly thought if the Giants didn't go line, they were going to take a receiver. But now, forget it. I mean, this has completely destroyed the first round. Jeremiah Lowe on Arizona, and then this number 4 pick has completely destroyed the first round as far as any mock drafts.
Are we?
Nobody had this.
Are we doing a watch? Are we doing this tomorrow night too?
Nope. I'm done.
I'm not. If you guys want to, I'm not though. So once the Giants make their pick, and Kansas City has made a trade with Cleveland to go up to number 6. So Kansas City will probably be going pass rusher here at 6. Washington will be at 7 and the Saints at 8. But Kansas City leapfrogs Washington and the Saints possibly to go get Sonny Styles.
I've got
Sonny Styles.
Why they went to a commercial? Why they went to a damn commercial break? Well, I'm going to fix the drink now. But I hate when they do that. Pick us in, but go to commercial to drag it for 3 damn minutes. All right, go get a drink.
But Rav, Dylan, I mean, do they take Sonny Styles? Did they take Reuben Bain?
It could be Bane. I think that makes a lot of sense. Cal and Cowher talked about that yesterday. I heard him talk about like the Chiefs really like him, and they want to get.
Yeah.
I that makes a lot of sense. You put him right next to Chris Jones. They definitely have a defensive need. They got 2 picks in the first one, so they can take a corner maybe later because they definitely have to take a corner.
Yeah, and I'm looking for details. I'm looking for details on this trade.
I don't think you have to move up to do that. So it's got to be Bane or Styles because that you'd have to move ahead of where they were at 9.
Right. Yeah, and I've got to find the details on this trade. Let's see. Because as I mentioned a minute ago, the Kansas City Chiefs have moved up to number 6, taking the pick from the Cleveland Browns. Let's see. KC had.
Yeah, by the way, you guys are earlier than me.
8. Sir?
You guys are earlier than me. So I was just thinking, if New York didn't take one of the pass rushers, I think the pick would be Francis Mayorga, the tackle from Miami.
That's possible. But it looks like I know part of the deal is that they traded first-round picks. I'm sure Kansas City has gotten something else besides that, or Cleveland has gotten something else out of this deal as well. But I do know that Cleveland has moved down to 9.
Both
so there is that.
Well, Kansas City's got 9 and 29. Cleveland's got 6 and 24. So it's probably 9 and a 3rd-round pick or something.
Probably. But, yeah, 6 and 9 have been swapped.
Okay.
So, not surprised to trade this early. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not surprised. I think we're going to see 2 or 3 more, particularly as we get to the bottom of the first round. I would not be the least bit surprised to see an Arizona or the Jets move into like 26, 27, 28, 29, somewhere in that ballpark. So we'll see how that goes. But the pick has been in for about 10 minutes now.
Look at Goodell with all that money, brother. You can have that fake comb over when you got like 30 million a year.
By the way, you guys
the better hairdo, Jimmy Johnson or Roger Goodell?
Oh, Jimmy.
Goodell.
Jimmy.
I'll be Jimmy Johnson all day long, brother.
Oh, Jimmy. Oh, yeah. I'll say Jimmy. I thought you said Jerry Jones. Then I'll say Goodell.
Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson. All
Giants selection.
Take it away. With the 5th overall pick of the 2000.
Arvell Reese. Ohio State linebacker, Arvell Reese. To the surprise of nobody if you've been listening to Rav.
So that means the Kansas City Chiefs are taking Ruben Bain next.
That would be my guess. Either him or oh shoot, who was the safety you said, Rav?
So that's 3 Big Ten guys in the top 5.
I think, Styles, I think, is in play here. One of the defensive guys. I think this has got to be what it is, because you had to jump ahead of the Saints and the Commanders. So that's for sure what they were going to do.
Yep, that's
Bain, I think makes a lot of sense. I'm thinking the same.
That's now 3 Big Ten guys through the top 5. Now they're going to brag that they're better than the SEC.
Well, they are. I mean, Big Ten's won 3 straight nannies with 3 different teams.
And, I mean, I'm really kind of surprised they don't already have the pick in I personally think, and I want to see where he ends up going. I think Mansour Delane is a top 10 pick in this draft if he's not top 15. I think he's going to probably be the second defensive back to go after Caleb Downs. But could that be your guy that goes right there?
I don't think you need to move up to do that.
The pick is
So the Browns traded to the Chiefs.
Right. They traded the 6 and the 9. And then there's some peripheral.
So they swapped. So the Browns. So the Browns got the 9th pick instead of the 6th.
Correct. And they probably got a 3rd or a 4th. I don't have all the details on it, but yes, they got the 6. Cleveland is now at 9. Both teams still have 2 picks here in the first round, but the fun has already started for this draft.
Chiefs historically move up too. They move up as much as any team in the league. Like they do it often.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. As I mentioned, the pick is in. Haven't seen.
This might be where Sonny gets picked. Sonny Styles, I'm calling it.
I'm thinking.
By the way, the Arizona Cardinals just drafted the most expensive running back in NFL history.
Yeah, because they have to pay him prime dollars for being a top 3 pick. By the way, guys, just going back to our mock draft from Tuesday night, our top 4 have all been picked at number 11. We had Carnell Tate going to Miami at 11.
The Chiefs are trading the 9th pick, a 3rd round pick, and a 5th round pick for the 6th overall pick.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about right. So once the Chiefs have their pick, Washington and the Saints will follow. And that's that's an interesting set. I think it's going to be. I'm real curious to see who Washington takes, because I think a lot of what they thought was going to be there, or wasn't going to be there, is there. I think if Sonny Styles is there for Washington, they snatch him up fast. I don't know about you guys, but they got to get somebody to replace Bobby Wagner.
Chiefs need defensive help. They need help along the pass rush. They need help in the secondary.
Yeah.
But Kansas City has made the first trade of the first round, moving up to 6th.
I don't know. Adam Schefter was 60 years old too, man.
Say again?
Adam Schefter's like 60 years old too.
Oh, every bit of it.
Schefter's been around a long time, longer than I thought he was.
Yeah, Adam Schefter's been 59 years old. He'll turn 60 in December. It's weird not having Chris Mortensen with the draft. Mort was so good.
Oh, Morton knew everything, man.
It's weird not having Boomer with the draft.
The pick is in. It's Mansour Delane, cornerback out of LSU.
Ooh, Mansour Delane out of LSU. Well, LSU guy goes first for the SEC.
Well, here's why. They're probably thinking the Saints are going to take him, and the Chiefs have never realized they've lost 2 of their top corners. Mansour Delane is the guy. And you know what? It's another
I'm ecstatic on behalf of LSU. We're the first SEC team to get a guy in the first round first in the SEC. So middle finger to the Lane Kiffin haters, even though Lane Kiffin had nothing to do with him. That was all.
Why did they need to move up to do that? That's fine. Why didn't you just stay where you were?
In case the Commanders or Saints would do it, they had no idea who the
Well,
commander was. So
The
Saints
Commanders need DB. The Commanders do need DB. I mean, their biggest needs are receiver and corner. But my God, with Sonny Styles sitting there and Ruben Baines sitting there,
Baines sitting
and the
there,
offensive
yeah.
linemen are still there. I mean, and Caleb Downs is there. They got a smorgasbord to pick from, guys. I don't know about y'all, but I mean, they have an absolute smorgasbord to pick from.
Hey, Marcus, I've got a question for you.
Good for the Ravens.
I've got a question for you. Are you surprised that Delane was picked? Not that Delane's a bad play. I mean, I think Delane would have been like 7 away. Like Delane would have gone in this area of the draft. But are you surprised that Sonny Styles and Ruben Bain are still on the board right now?
I'm not surprised with Ruben because I'm hoping we get him, but I figured Mansour would have been like the third cornerback to get drafted. I didn't think he was going to be the first. So this is a – I just want to cut a goddamn backflip now.
I had him as the second DB. I had him as the first corner, but I had Caleb Downs going before him at safety.
I had Caleb Downs,
it's a fit thing.
then Sonny Styles, then this guy.
Well, but Sonny Styles is a linebacker.
I like Avian Terrell better than I did Delane looking at it myself. I think Terrell has better speed than Delane did.
I thought a lot of people did.
All around. He has more skill sets. So I think it's easier to take.
I'll tell you this: the best piece of tape I saw from Delane was that Clemson game. He absolutely balled. And I mean, LSU was dirt poop this year, but Delane was a dog on that team.
The pick is already in for the Commanders.
This very night where you would become an NFL player, what would that little boy say now?
Stop now. You got what you dreamed of, but man, let's make a mark on this league.
Congratulations.
So remember, Washington does not have a second-round pick because of the Laramie Tunsil move.
I really got nothing here because I have no idea what the Commanders. They're a team like again with
I don't think anyone knows what.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, their biggest needs are receiver and corner, but when you were sitting there and you got all the linemen to pick from, you got Styles, you've got Bain. It may be a best player available. I mean, yes, you could take Mekhi Lemon maybe, but man, I mean, there's a lot of protection for Jaden Daniels sitting out there. A lot of it. This is one. I'm with you, Rav. I couldn't tell you exactly who they're going to take. We had a pretty good guess on the other ones. And I think you're right, Marcus. I think that if Bain is there, I think Ruben Bain goes to New Orleans simply because they're going to need someone to replace Cam Jordan. They've got to have a pass rush. I think that one's pretty much a given as long as Washington doesn't take him.
I don't like the Giants situation. The Saints are going to fly that card in there, Ruben Bain. If this is not Bain here, they're going to fly it in there. We're not going to.
No,
I wouldn't be.
Boy, wait, who's coming out with Goodell now? Is that Mel Blunt and Jerome Bettis?
Yes, that would be the
Bain's gonna
bus. No, that's Swanee, man. Or no, that's Bain's not Swanee. That's
Is that Dale Green?
No, it's not Dale Green.
No, Bain's going to be out there with Chase Young, Devon Gotro, and
Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State.
Wow, the NFC East teams have absolutely stolen guys tonight.
And Dallas is going, oh!
Wow.
Sorry.
All right, Saints, y'all up next.
Best player on the board there, Styles. Best player on the board. Why not?
Yeah. So Marcus,
especially if you don't have one thing you can pin down, why not take the?
I mean, Marcus, any chance for wide receiver?
You're 100% right.
Any chance for wide receiver, even with Cornell Tate off the board?
That guy from Arizona State.
Jordan Tice is not with the 8th pick, not with his hamstring injuries.
Well, they're not going to get a wide receiver in the 8th round. They're going to get a deep. They're going to get their edge rusher, and I think it's.
Well, then that would be Ruben Bain.
It's got to be Ruben Bain.
I think
I want Bain.
It's pretty much got to be Bain, man. The next best guy would be Kedrick Falk out of Auburn.
He's not
And
bad either,
out of Miami. And that's a massive gap.
You know what? Cleveland's going to get a tackle. I was just thinking Cleveland's going to have his pick of offensive linemen.
They didn't even wait long. The pick's already in. So,
well, I'm sure they didn't.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Like you cannot. That's definitely Cam Jordan retiring. This has got to be what it is.
Yeah, you're gonna have him with Javon Gotro, Bryce Brees, and Chase Young on the defensive line. Like that's your 4 right there.
And then I think Dylan's 100% right. It makes perfect sense for Cleveland at 9 to go offensive line, especially when you've got the pick of the litter. You know, you've got Fano, you've got Malo.
I think they're gonna have if Bain gets
Proctor,
drafted to the Saints, it'll be back-to-back Hurricanes going because I think that O line is going to go to Cleveland, the one from Miami, Fialgo or however you say his name.
Malagoa.
Yeah.
Malgoa.
I mean, so the Browns. I mean, if they do that, they're going to trade back and get Malo. I mean, that's got to be. They got to be thrilled with that.
Absolutely. Once we get done with New Orleans and Cleveland's picks, it'll be the Giants again, Miami with their first pick of the round, and Dallas with their first pick of the round. So Dallas will be taking a kicker and a punter with their second first-round pick.
Well, if they pick a kicker, their best option is Brucey from the longest yard.
There you go. See. No, they just extended the best kicker in football, and I'll give them that. Brandon Aubrey's a freaking beast, man. I don't care what anybody says. Brandon Aubrey is a freaking monster.
If they go quarterback,
that'd be even crazier for them to draft
Uncle Rico.
Yeah.
Well, then, if that's the case, Rich, why doesn't he have the NFL record for longest made field goal?
One kick does not make a career, dude. He is the most accurate kicker from 50-plus in NFL history.
Well, look at Super Bowl 38. Adam Vinatieri missed 2 kicks, and yet made the one that mattered.
I understand. But what I'm saying is, look at his percentages. Look at his percentages from long distance. He is the best kicker in football right now. No questions.
Well, I think Richmond right now.
I'm kidding, of course.
Yeah, I mean, there's the best kicker of all time. There's a list. I mean, you could go Vinatieri, you could go Morton Anderson, you could go Gary Anderson. There's a few guys you could put on that list.
Jan Steroid?
I don't know if Stenerud would go on that list.
Certainly, I'd say
Justin top Tucker. 5. Justin Tucker. I forgot.
Tucker, up until his last season, he was terrific. Like his whole career.
Yeah, I forgot about Tucker. Yeah, you're right.
If possible, could you go out?
Say again. You know, somebody else you could put on there would be Kevin Butler.
Kevin Butler was very underrated in terms of being a kicker. I think the Bears weren't as good overall, but Kevin Butler, yeah, he was there a long time. Kickers used to be with the team a very long time. It wasn't uncommon. Like even not even Breakers, like 10+ years with a team, like because it was hard to find kickers. It used to be very, very hard to find decent kickers. There's a lot of teams that really struggled.
So come to this point of the draft, when does the offensive line run? When does the offensive line run start? I mean, we know it's starting probably at 9, right?
Next pick, the one after the Saints.
And then
as soon as these commercials are over.
And then what happens at 10 with the Giants? Because if the Saints go pass rusher and then
you got to go line, man. You got to go. If you're the Giants and you have that plethora of offensive linemen sitting there and you've got Dart and Scatabo you got to protect, you got to go O-line.
I mean, I've heard so
with,
much about the Giants taking Jordan Tice, but knowing John Harbaugh like I do, there's one guy he would slam his fist on the table at 10. And it's not Jordan Tyson, it's not a lineman, it's Caleb Downs. He's like, I want my Kyle Hamilton.
Caleb Downs, I think this is why he made the trade, to get two of the really good defenders that are there in the top 10. He thought if he was in the top 10, he could get Reese and a Downs. He might have gotten the two best defensive players in the draft if he can do that.
And that's extremely possible.
Yeah.
But they got to protect Dart, man. They got to do something. And Andrew Thomas is not getting any healthier. That offensive line is not very good.
Yeah.
I realize this is a very deep offensive line draft, but good grief.
I mean, you look at Manu, Maniolga, Ione, all the linemen are all there.
There's several of them over there.
I think Malioga, is one, if there is one, because you didn't think he would be there. So I don't think they thought that they would get a chance.
All right, here we go.
I had Fano going to him at 5 in the mock. The pick is in. It's been
all right. Don't say nothing. Let me have my moment. All right, enough already. I'm sweating like I gotta go in front of the Who Dat Nation with how much I screwed them. Can they stop the band, please? I'm under a lot of damn pressure right now. Thank you.
Marcus is about ready to have a hemorrhage over there. Crazy part is I know who the pick is, but I won't say anything.
Oh, wow. We got a receiver.
Here you go. Jordan Tyson, wide receiver out of Arizona State, goes to the Saints.
I must say I'm shocked. I'm shocked. This draft's befuddling.
I mean, I'm not hating it, but I'm shocked we didn't get Edge.
I don't know what all the love with Jordan Tyson is. I understand he may have.
Well, he played with Sam Levitt, so Sam Levitt's gonna be 70 miles away. They're gonna be buddies again. They're gonna be 70 miles apart, and they're gonna go party and watch each other play. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jordan Tyson in Death Valley watching his former QB who transferred to LSU kick some ass, and then he go drive to the Dome to watch his former teammate go pro.
You know what? So I was just thinking, you know what? Ruben Bain's going to end up a Miami Dolphin or Dallas Cowboy.
I think he could be a I don't know. I think he could be a Giant if the Giants need a defensive player. Another one.
They just got Orville Reese. They're not going to take him. They already have.
Tyson is already have Burns. Terrific.
I'll make a prediction.
Really, really good route runner.
I'll make a prediction. Guys, sorry. Kayvon Thibodeau will be traded by the New York Giants at some point, or will be.
If you're Cleveland, you got to go O-line.
Yeah, all the wide receivers are gone unless they want Mekhi Lemon.
No, Omar Cooper Jr. is out there too.
Oh,
and Denzel Boston. I mean, there's still receivers out there.
If Omar Cooper goes in the top 10, that would really blow my mind. This guy was a third-round pick, after the draft.
The guy that I'm wondering about, because 10
come on his way to the stage. What a moment.
10 is going to be the Giants. Or I'm sorry, 11 is going to be Miami.
But it's also about the culmination of a lifetime.
They got so many freaking holes, man.
Jordan Tyson is
Do they have to take an O lineman?
I think Miami, it could be anything. There's not any one thing. I think the only thing it wouldn't be is if they actually keep Achane as running back. And
It may be the thing like Washington. Maybe the thing like Washington with best player available.
It's got to be best player available in Miami. I can't even pin one thing. You got line problems, you got defense problems, you got secondary problems, you got you're all over the field. You got no receivers. Like, I have no idea.
Cleveland's pick is in.
And here's the thing about Greeny. You see that emotion? Because all through the draft process.
Cleveland's pick is in.
Mean to remind y'all, I know I was talking about Lane Kiffin and Sam Levitt. Sam Levitt was the number 1 QB in the transfer portal, and LSU picked him up. Well, I'm glad he's loving the vibe and he wants to be a Saint. So I'll take it, even though I really wanted to get Ruben Bain. I'll take this one.
I mean, if you look at our mock last night, I don't know if we've gotten any pick right other than 2, right? I mean, 1.
We have 1, we have 2, we have 3. Or no, I'm sorry, we have 1 and 2. And we had that's it. Those are the only the guys that we that have been taken. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 11, 12, and 22.
But this is kind of the trend. This is kind of the trend in the league where these guys go offense regardless, and you're seeing it. All these good defensive players, and they're taking wide receiver, they're taking running back, they're taking, you're going to see offensive linemen here. That's wild.
I mean, Marcus, are you surprised that the Saints took Jordan Tyson, knowing Chris Olave suffered 158 concussions, and this guy's dealt with more injuries than Elon Musk has got billions of dollars.
Yeah, but I mean, when he gets better, you don't just got them. I mean, you still got Elijah Cooks, you still got Trey Palmer, and you still got Kevin Austin Jr. So I mean, Tyler Shuck got some targets to throw to, and he just added another one. He even got Mason Tipton too. So, when Olave's back, that's going to be a 3-headed monster with Shuck, Olave, and him, Tyson. That'd be a 3-headed monster.
Cleveland Browns have selected Spencer Fano, offensive line, Utah.
Okay, well, that would make sense.
I had him as the first one off the board too.
That's a good call there, Rich, because I didn't think so. I didn't think he'd be the first one off the board.
Good. And now whoever their starting QB is, if it's Sanders, he got protection.
Well, now watch Cleveland's next pick be a wide receiver at 24.
Or is it Dylan Gabriel? Who's starting? Is it Dylan Gabriel or Shadir Sanders? Who's going to protect? Or they're going to let him play still? I thought he still had some issues.
No way it's Deshaun.
No,
I don't think he could play anymore.
From the way that they were showing off-season activities, him and Shador were out there chucking the ball around, and he was looking better than Shador. So,
what a bad franchise.
I'm not going to say anything definite, but you never know.
What a bad franchise.
So at number 10,
that makes no sense.
What's that?
It's just a bad franchise. It just doesn't make any sense. Why all of a sudden now would you want Deshaun Watson after all this time? After you've done everything wrong in this situation.
Because Rav, despite all the moves they've made, he's the best quarterback they got.
Oh God.
Yeah, well,
right or wrong?
I don't know about that.
Well, he ain't no Bernie Kosars. I don't think no one be as good as him. Like the Browns curse is going to continue after Kosar.
Okay, but I'm saying with what they've got sitting there right now, he's better than Shador by a long shot. He's better than Dylan Gabriel.
Giants
You
got
know.
Maligoa.
Giants pick is
Malioga.
already in, and they got Malioga. Yep.
Wow. So that means Miami's
Francis
going to get
Maligoa. And by the way, I got the proper pronunciation too, believe it or not. Maligoa.
Maligoa.
That's what I
Got the
said.
phonetic spelling. Maligoa.
I'll tell you what, the
There we go.
new Giants have done really well tonight, getting a pass rusher and an alignment.
Yep.
Well,
I like it.
This is their best
I
offensive
like
lineman.
And oh shit.
I think Cleveland did really well going back and getting Fano. Is that how?
Fano.
Spencer Fano.
Yes, Fano.
Well, Jackson Dart got protection now.
Yeah, a big
Yeah,
boy.
he's got more than what he had.
I think he may end up. I think Mayoga may end up at guard, but he could play tackle. If need
Miami just traded to Dallas, so I mean it's swapped. They swapped it.
Yeah, they swapped the 11 and 12, which is.
Well, no, Dallas got back-to-back picks.
That's surely not. That's surely
Yeah,
not.
they did.
Wait a minute.
No, they didn't. Cowboys and Dolphins traded picks.
Yeah, but Dallas got 11th and 12th now, right? So I'm guessing Miami got the 20th pick.
No,
No,
12.
they don't. They got the 12th. Dallas has 11. Miami now has 12.
Oh, well, mine still shows it says Dallas unless they ain't updated it yet. I'm watching on ESPN, not NFL.
Yeah, I'm doing NFL Network.
I don't like it.
I'm doing NFL
I hate
Network.
it. I don't do NFL Network. Their cast sucks.
They're owned by
Their
ESPN.
website is the most accurate. Yeah, but their website's the most accurate.
True.
This has got to be for Caleb Downs, right? This is 100% Caleb Downs, right?
That's what I'm
Cowboys-
thinking. But this is Jerry Jones, and you never know what.
This is Reuben Bain all day.
Hell no.
This is
Cowboys
Reuben
Cowboys
Bain all day.
Cowboys
I'll bow
need
to the Dallas guy on that.
Cowboys need defensive backs.
They need defensive line too. Last I looked, their pass rush is in Green Bay.
Yeah, I think their defense is terrible. Period. So either one.
Well,
of them
that's
should,
true.
activate there.
They need to make all defensive picks this draft. Maurice Jones-Drew was 100% right earlier. They need to draft defense, and then more defense. Their offense is fine, but they have to go defense. The pick is in for the Cowboys, and I would bet you almost anything. It's Reuben Bain. I would bet almost anything.
It's Caleb Downs. I'm willing to wager money.
I wouldn't do it.
I'm gonna take Rich's word. He knows a lot more than me.
Yeah, and that's kind of what Jerry Jones would do too, like the sexy edge rusher, the wide receiver, the that's kind of.
If the Cowboys take Makai Lemon, I may just skinny dip in my hot tub right now.
If they draft Makai Lemon, George Pickens is gone. You can write that down too. But you can. They need pass rush.
Although I would
They
say
couldn't
he's
get
right.
pressure.
I would say
Yeah, they
Dylan's
couldn't
right.
get pressure
The
on the
smart pick
quarterback
would
if
be
he went through a dry cleaner.
Yeah.
Do what now?
I would say he's right. The smart pick would be Caleb Downs.
I don't know. The Cowboys have a lot of pass rushers. They
I
have
think either one of them.
They have Rashawn Gary. They have the defensive lineman. Overshown. Cowboys don't need a pass rushers. They need a corner and a safety.
Overshown is hurt. Gary has been hurt. None of those defensive linemen can do anything. They keep drafting tackles like Mozzie Smith, who is a complete waste of prime natural resources. And as much as I can't stand the Cowboys, it's just the case of I'm an honest hater of this team. But to be honest with you, if they're going after now, granted, would Caleb Downs be a terrible pick? No, because they need defensive back help too. But they got to be able to rush the passer. And for a guy like Reuben Bain to fall in their lap right here, it would be insane to not take that pick.
I honestly am surprised.
Mozzie Smith is in the Daniel Falele category there.
Exactly.
Just a waste there. Yeah, I agree.
Are you guys?
Nobody laughed harder than me when they drafted Mozzie Smith. I was like, you got to be absolutely 100% shitting me. I couldn't have laughed hard enough when they drafted him. There was another defensive lineman out of Michigan. It was like 3 years in a row. They drafted a defensive lineman out of Michigan. Come on, man.
Hey, Marcus, you here, Sunshine? Are you guys surprised Caleb Downs is still here at 11? Because to me, Caleb Downs is one of the 5 best football players I've seen the whole year. What's going on?
Well, I got him going to Miami. I think Dolphins get him, and Ruben goes to Dallas. Or Mekhi Lemon.
It doesn't shock me because safeties drop.
No, I'm going to make a bold prediction here. Rams are 13th. If they need an O-line, I think they get Proctor from Alabama, or they get that boy from Penn State.
I think if the Rams go tackle and beat Monroe Freeland, because the Rams don't need a lineman for a year or two. Monroe Freeland's probably got the most upside, but it will take a year or two. The Rams may feel, you know what, we need a tackle, but maybe more next year. See,
the Rams need to get a receiver to have some insurance for Puka Nacua.
And
because if you walk into this coming season with only Devontae Adams as your number 1 and your number 2 is some guy off the street, you're not going to have any. It don't matter if Stafford's back there or Joe Montana's back there. It ain't going to make a difference. You gotta get some insurance for Nacua, because Nacua, with the personal conduct policy, he could get suspended 6 games.
Nah, I don't think so, but that's just me.
And if they find what he was accused of he did, guaranteed he gets clocked. Guaranteed. Because you're not only dealing with a religious issue, you're dealing with a race issue at the same time. There's no way Goodell lets that slide. None. He'd have so much egg on his face if he did that. No. Mm-mm. If it's found out that he did what they say he did, he'll miss the first 6 games.
Well, I'm not as clued in on that. I do know this. Whatever it is, that's the only reason you're looking for a receiver. It's bad because there's no way you're looking for a receiver in round 1. To me, if you're the Rams, unless you're not going to have Puka Nacua, or you're not going to have or something like, we don't know. So like that's to me the only reason you're doing it. The main reason, at least.
Dallas got Caleb.
Okay. Man. Well, yep, Caleb Downs, safety out of Ohio State, goes to the Dallas Cowboys.
Boy, the NFC East is winning this draft tonight. Dallas made a great pick. And Ruben Baines coming home, baby.
You would think.
I mean, honestly, I've watched a ton of Caleb Downs. He was one of my favorite football players, always everywhere. I mean, I'm not saying he's Kyle Hamilton, Ed Reed, but he's so small. That guy's just everywhere. Everywhere. Like you see the football brain in some of these defensive backs. You know, we saw, I mean, Charles, you saw it firsthand with Ed Reed for over a decade. That guy just beat people, not necessarily with athleticism, but
Downs.
And I mean, Rich, you saw with Coach
Ed Reed watched just ridiculous amounts of film. Ridiculous amount of film. Bill Belichick used to rave about Ed Reed. Downs, I think, he does everything on the field well. You need ball hawk, he got you. You need somebody to rush the passer, he's got you. You need somebody to play in the slot, he's got you. There's nothing he doesn't do well. He's almost like he's been so good for so long that almost kind of hurts a player because you sit all your time looking for flaws. So I think maybe he's been just so good for so long, I think it almost hurt him. there's almost too much hype around him. But he's fantastic.
And he's an undersized safety, though, 5'11", 206. He's probably going to need to put a little bit of muscle on to be able to be really successful in the NFL. He's going to need to get somewhere in that 215, 220 range, don't you think?
I don't know if that's true anymore. You see linebackers smaller now. You see safeties smaller now. You see wide receivers a little bit smaller and quicker now.
I'm calling it now. Miami got Ruben Bain, Mekhi Lemon. I'm calling it now. Because their pick's in. They ain't announced it yet.
Ruben Bain would be the popular pick. Mekhi Lemon would be the one that makes the most sense. But Ruben Bain would be the popular pick.
And honestly, I must say this. I think the NFC East all drafted really well tonight. I mean, New York getting Orville Reese, and who was the pick at 10? Mayoga. Yep. And then Washington getting Sonny Styles, and Dallas getting Caleb Downs. By the way, 4 Ohio State Buckeyes in the top 11 picks.
Yeah, tied for the most all time from one college. By the way, we're talking about Puka Nacua. He's facing a civil lawsuit alleging assault, battery, and gender violence, including a claim that he bit a woman on the shoulder on New Year's Eve 2025. He stated, his attorney denies the allegations, calling it a shakedown, and states Nacua voluntarily entered a holistic care facility for personal growth in March. He was also accused of making anti-Semitic statements at the event, such as F all the Jews. Like I said, if he's found guilty of that, he's going to get hit for personal conduct policy.
And not to get political for 30 seconds, but Jews, you can't say anything because they're the ones backing a lot of financial stuff in a lot of industries. So this is why you see a lot.
Francis Mayoga might have some medicals, which is why he slipped in the draft.
I'm not denying that, Rav, but what I'm saying is you're getting into the religious and gender stuff. The Miami Dolphins select Caden Proctor, offensive tackle, Alabama.
Wow.
I think that's a really good pick.
Oh, it is.
You build from your lines. I think it's a great pick.
And he's going to.
Here's your run on lineman, Dylan. You were waiting. You called it.
He's going to protect. What?
Malik.
Malik Willis.
Willis. Thank you. I wanted to say Wilson, and I knew that wasn't right.
Is Ruben Bain going to end up a Baltimore Raven because the Rams aren't going to take him at 13?
Why won't they?
Well, the Rams don't need pass rushers, not with the guys they have.
I believe they can
the
do it.
Rams.
I've got to think somebody's going to move. Somebody is going to make a big trade in the next pick or two. It might be
Rams pick is in.
Oh,
Rams pick is already in.
All right.
So
I got breaking news.
All right.
The NFL announced. Well, I mean, we already knew where they were going this coming year, but they announced their next 4 Super Bowls until 2030. 61 is in LA at SoFi. We knew that. 62 is in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. 63 will be in Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. And for the first time ever, Super Bowl 64 will be in Nashville, Tennessee, in the brand new Titan Stadium, if it's whatever they call it, whatever they end up naming it.
Okay.
So that LA, Atlanta, Vegas, Nashville, you're up with the next 4 Super Bowls.
Gotcha. By the way,
a country Super Bowl.
Several picks. Yeah. Rams are on the clock. It is Baltimore, Tampa, the Jets and the Lions thereafter. I know we got Jeremy popping on after the Lions pick to talk for a couple of minutes about their pick. So we'll get a chance to talk to him. As we're talking, the Rams pick is in. Best available according to the pundits is Ruben Bain. Best fit is Mekhi Lemon. So
Caden Proctor is about
shall
380 pounds, and I just seen him walk down there with tears in his eyes because he got drafted by the NFL. That's cool, man. Like, it's huge. Huge.
Hey, Raph, I've got a question. If Mekhi Lemon goes here at 13, does that mean the Penn State lineman becomes a distinct possibility at 14?
Yes. I think that's who it is. I'd be shocked. Not Ozzie. Eric DeCosta might get too cute here. But I think Bain, if he's there, that's going to be a real discussion. It has to be. I think
you have been on the Ione.
I could think of.
You, though, Rav, have been on the Ione train for months. You and I have talked about this on numerous occasions, and you said that's the guy Baltimore
Wait a minute.
if he's available. So that's definitely definitely interesting.
Holy crap! I'm not going to spill the beans here, but I don't think there will be one quarterback in the first round this year.
Oh no!
Tell me they took Simpson.
That's what I'm hearing. That's what Jake did.
What, the Rams?
It hasn't been announced yet, made official.
Well, let me just say, I know I'm a little late saying this. I wanted to make sure it was right, but I was excited about Mansour Delane being the first LSU guy to get drafted for the SEC. The last LSU Tiger to get drafted first and overall for the SEC was Jaden Daniels. First one since Jaden Daniels. And that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So, DBU for a reason.
Remember we talked about the possibility of Simpson going to the Rams as a replacement for Stafford, work behind him for a year and then become that guy.
This is a great spot for him. This is a great spot for him. He doesn't have to play. He's playing with a great offensive coach. He's going to have good. Yeah. This is great. I mean, the Ty Simpson has got to be thrilled if that's the way it goes.
If it is official, then yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and what's that going to do for Stetson Bennett? He might as well go play for somebody else.
Yeah.
He gone.
But they need another QB. That's all they got is two Georgia Bulldogs. One's fixing to retire. Stetson just riding the bench collecting his paycheck.
And here's what the Rams are thinking. We don't want to give up 3 first-round picks for a quarterback next year. We'd rather just get a quarterback because Ty's probably got to sit and watch. You know what? We don't want Ty Simpson in Arizona. We want to say, bleep you. The Rams are going to have the 13th pick again. You know what? The Rams might say, we'll figure out a way of turning Ty Simpson into some version of, I don't know, Bo Nix maybe?
No.
And we know they don't care about the picks. They don't care. I mean, if they have no picks, the Rams do not. They will go ahead. And so why not stash away a guy if, have some insurance when Stafford retires? He may retire after this year or even the following year. Okay, cool. We'll go ahead. We got our first rounder stashed away whenever he retires. That makes a lot of sense.
So then you look at
immediate help that bad anyway. So I mean,
and by the way, this is from Jake Glazer tweeting about it, not rumors. And Jake Glazer probably knows this better than anyone.
I think Jay Glazer is the best insider, period.
Glazer doesn't break stories like Rapper Poo or Shefty Poo, but his stories are more sincere.
That's excellent assessment. Like he doesn't, not as much, but he's rarely wrong. I rarely hear Jay Glazer. He came out from Jay Glazer. Jay Glazer's good. That almost never happens. Where with the other guys, that
Yeah.
kind of happens. That
No,
might
you're
happen.
right. You're right. I mean, I'm not. I understand if this is the pick, but it's like, okay.
I don't think you think
It
he's any
definitely
good.
makes things interesting as we move down through the rest of the draft, though.
I don't think you think he's any good, personally, because you would have been if you thought he was any good, you would have wanted the Steelers to take it. So
I don't think he's that. I don't think he's that good.
Yeah,
I think Tristan Chambliss is going to have a better NFL career than he is.
Yeah, but Chambliss isn't even in this draft.
But what I'm saying is, we're talking coming out of the same conference. And I think Nussmeier might actually have a better career than Ty Simpson. I don't think he's the best quarterback coming out of the SEC. I mean, I'm not a fan, but yeah, it's official. Ty Simpson going to the LA Rams at pick number 13.
The 2026 NFL Draft. The Los Angeles Rams select Ty Simpson.
Yep, there we go. 2 quarterbacks gone.
So, by the way, we could hear the TV on that one.
Man, this is not win at all the way we thought. I mean, I didn't
back to back. Back-to-back Bama players gone.
Yep.
Caden Proctor previously.
So
I mean, I'd have lost a lot of money if you'd have told me Ty Simpson would have had a Ruben Bain. I mean, you got to be kidding.
You'd have told me Ty Simpson was going to the Rams instead of the Jets in the second round, I would have lost money.
Well, but now comes Mr. Rav.
That'll be your last quarterback tonight.
Oh, yeah. There's nobody else.
The Baltimore Ravens on the clock. This one's you, buddy.
Yeah. How you feeling?
It's certainly Vega only on the board as well. I think with Bain there, I think I could hear Eric DeCosta's wheels turning for that great defensive player. So that's the only other name it possibly could be.
So
all the other offensive linemen
what do the Ravens need more than ever, and what would you like to see them pick up with the 14th pick?
Guards. They got to take interior line. I think center would be better. That would be the only other thing. But center, there's none available really in like round 2, 3. So like you're not going to take one here. So you're starting center, you're going to take one much.
So you're going with protection for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, short of that, I think a receiver, if one was there, was in order. But I think they're gone too. Like all the ones that you might consider here aren't there.
You want a funny one, Rav? According to both NFL Network and ESPN, the top 3 needs for Baltimore: cornerback, safety, defensive tackle, then offensive guard, and then wide receiver.
Man, I can only imagine the Ravery Sports feed if they took a safety. They'd be furious. Seems like they take a safety every year. Corner, I could see it. I think that's a bigger need than what people think it is. You got Humphrey getting older, Nate Wiggins, probably the only guy you have long term. Uzier like over 30. So I could see that one. Safety, I don't see it. Center guard is where they have to go. You just lost an all-pro center. You struggled at right guard all year. You don't pass on a guy like this with this talent here as well. Can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I would be pretty blown away if unless the only other guy, but he's a tackle, is Monroe Freeland.
Yeah, unless you like Freeling better, but a lot of those guys are already gone. I would think that they would have liked Maloga and Fano and all that. Boy, even Caden Proctor is like gone, so a lot of those guys aren't there. Yeah, Freeling would be a guy, but I think he's like left tackle pure. So I don't think they're going to do that one as well. So yeah, this is too easy. This is a layup here.
According to Schefter, Stafford was informed this morning by the Rams that they plan to select Simpson.
I think Stafford would be cool with it.
No, yeah, I'm sure he didn't
don't
become
think
Aaron
he-
Rodgers and go.
I think
Because whenever
probably he almost retired anyway, so I don't think he's. Ty Simpson in the first round to the Rams.
So after the Ravens make this pick, it'll be Tampa Bay, the Jets' second first-round pick, Detroit, and then Minnesota.
Minnesota's got to be taking the safety. I think those good safeties that are on the board. I think one of the Thiemann would be good there. Detroit, I don't. That's got interesting too because I think offensive line is where they want to go. A lot of those guys are already gone as well. So what's Detroit? It's kind of like this.
But I am with you on Minnesota because Harrison Smith retired.
All right, Rev, here we go. Who's going to look good in them new Raven uniforms y'all dropped?
Put a 71 on there, brother.
70.
Of course they're booing. Are they booing Goodell or are they booing the fact the Ravens are picking?
No, it's the Ravens.
The Ravens, of course. Well, you want to know, Rav?
Oh, I already
you
know.
Wait?
Brother.
All right, you got your guard.
Vega
Ione.
All right, pull his name back up so I know how to spell it. There we go. All right, Lamar, you got your guard.
And Ione will start right away. No question about it. Pencil it in. Our lads, put it on our lads right now. He's going to start at right guard almost immediately. Simpson on the left side, Ione on the right side, Stanley, Rosengarten as well. And you got to find a center still. I think they're probably going to do that a little bit later. But I think anybody but Daniel Falele, bro. Like
I think
God,
his debut night, he should do the Ray Lewis when he come out. I think that should be an initiation. Like you gonna be a Raven, you gotta do the Ray Lewis entrance.
Play Nelly when you get out there.
Which Nelly song? Country Grammar or EI?
Hot in Here. So Ray Lewis always had Hot in Here when he came out of the tunnel.
That's what he played. I've always wondered what song played. I thought they just played like random shit.
No, they always played Hot in Here by now.
Gentlemen,
with some Samoan dance.
Yeah,
gentlemen,
the haka.
The haka.
I've got a question. What do you guys think about the Rams taking Ty Simpson? Because some people say, could the Rams have taken an offensive lineman, maybe Mekhi Lemon? But from Simpson's standpoint, he couldn't have gone to a better situation, right?
Well, I mean, look at what Rich said. I mean, Matthew Stafford is getting of age of retiring soon, and all you got is Stetson Bennett, who I feel like he can't tell the difference between a sneeze and a wet fart. So learn from the best to be the best, even though I despise Alabama players. But Ty Simpson, maybe this is a good spot for him being in LA, and I think he'll fit right in. That's all I'm going to say. Go ahead, Rich.
By the way, Tampa's pick is in.
I bet
it's
they
going to
got
be
that boy
Ruben
from
Bain,
Georgia.
I would firmly believe. I would firmly think it's going to be Ruben Bain.
I was going to say the linebacker from Georgia.
No.
Because don't they need a linebacker?
Well, they need defensive help. They need pass rush help. They need an edge. They need corners. They need linebackers. They basically just need to completely overhaul their defense. Kind of like,
what about Sadiq here? The tight end.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think. I think Sadiq is good until you get to Carolina.
Oh, so
if he doesn't go to Carolina, He could go to Cleveland.
This might be no. I'm gonna kind of change. I'm gonna change another football subject. This is Texas high school football related. So, Rich, I guess you can say, I don't know if this. I guess this has been going on year after year, but it's like every year or every 6 months, according to like Max Preps or something. I see like a certain like school district or just a high school alone get proposals for these $1 million stadiums that like state of the art. You know, like Allen, for example. Now Lufkin proposed a $42 million stadium, and they're voting for it in May. You think it gets approved?
Very possible. I mean, I would say, I would say 70-30.
I don't know if it's for the Lufkin Lumberjacks. I'm pretty sure there's other schools around Lufkin in that district there.
Well,
but
but Lufkin would be the one that would use it most. It's kind of like with Waco, where you have Waco High and University High that share the stadium.
Who's LP? Because that's what they show right here, and that ain't the Lumberjacks. It's
Lufkin Proctor.
That's where Des Bryant went. They said it was a school that Des Bryant went to in Lufkin.
I gotta double check myself because I don't want to.
Well, you know what? That is the Lufkin
just
Panthers.
Attended Lufkin. Yeah,
LP is Lufkin Panthers. Okay, it is the Lufkin Panthers.
Yeah,
I thought they were the Lumberjacks. No, it's the Panthers, the Lufkin Panthers. Yeah, they're getting they're voting on if they get this proposal of a $42 million stadium, which some of these proposals I've seen in the last year have been insane. Like I saw one from a school in San Antonio, one from the Dallas area, or two from the Dallas area, and now I'm seeing the one for Lufkin. Like these are like incredibly, insanely awesome. Hell, LaPorte just got them a new stadium. Like they got them like it was like a $16 million stadium or something. The LaPorte Bulldogs. I'm pretty sure they ring a bell to you.
Well, La Vega just did like a $7 million improvement to the press box and all that kind of stuff. They actually will now have a real press box, elevators, the whole works. So,
if I ever go back to Houston, I'd love to go see the new stadium. I went to a LaPorte game once. I'd like back in 2008, whenever my family lived down there. Well, I had some family. I got family that live in LaPorte. Like before they moved back down here, their daughter went to school for 2 years at LaPorte before she transferred back to here in Lake Arthur and graduated from her parents' alma mater and mine, the one I helped coach.
Gotcha.
But so, like, you do play-by-play calling, or are you on the telecom calling the plays? I mean, not calling the plays, but
no, I do play-by-play. Tampa Bay selects Ruben Bain Jr. edge out of Miami. But yeah, no, I do play-by-play.
You do it on the radio, or you do it for the stadium?
No, on the radio. And then occasionally it goes on TV.
Well, yeah,
if we're doing stuff for like Dave Campbell's or whatever.
So
you'd be amazed the high school productions that some of these teams have, like anywhere now.
You'd have a suit and a tie and a microphone in your hand on TV.
I have a polo shirt with the station logo on it, the La Vega logo, and then I wear a headset. I don't use
you wear a headset. I'm gonna have to watch.
I use the headset with a mic hanger.
Yeah, see, to be honest, Rav, the only like area in Louisiana that got a TV deal is the New Orleans area. They cover all their high school football on Fox 8. But Baton Rouge got a YouTube deal with YouTube TV, so they broadcast their shit on YouTube, and they have an app. We're kind of going down that route, but right now we are using an app called Huddle Fan. So like the high school I do. If you want to watch us, which there's no commentary, it's like watching game film. You can watch us on Huddle.
We have a thing with oh crap! What is the? Oh my gosh! I can't believe I'm losing the name of the podcast network. But there's a podcast network here in the area that is centralized. They have a ton of different podcasts, And part of what they're doing is a bunch of high school football, and La Vega is one of the ones that they do. So they'll use my audio with their video. Rogue Media is what it's called. And so, they'll take my audio. They would take my audio and
We have a
pair it up with the video and go from there.
well, I wouldn't call them a podcast. They stream every Wednesday on Facebook and YouTube. They're called Under the Lights. Twice a week, they'll do a Thursday night and Friday night game. They go all over the state and broadcast live football on their YouTube channel and on their Facebook page with a commentary team, with a sideline guy, with reporters, everything. They go all over the state twice a week, and we were undefeated every time they came until this past Halloween, the night you heard on the freaking radio, I hollered chicken shit to a referee.
So,
Yeah.
gentlemen, Jets at 16.
Yep.
Have to think wide receiver, right?
You can play anywhere on the line. How will your
Why?
versatility elevate this Bucs defense?
You think?
To me, I'd be going defensive back. I like
You
Gerard
lost Hot
McCoy.
Sauce Gardner. Yeah, I'm more that. I think Omar Cooper, maybe they like him. That's possible. I wouldn't shock them if it was.
Omar Cooper be your
Yeah.
best bet.
Oh, Mackay
Cooper's a wide
Lemon.
receiver.
Or Makai Lemon.
They already got Makai Lemon. Makai Lemon's still on the
No,
board.
Makai Lemon's still on the board. No, he's still on the board. No, the only
Yeah,
receivers
Makai
they got
Lemon's still out
taken,
there.
they only took 2 receivers so far, Cornell Tate and Jordan Tyson. That's the only 2 receivers they took.
Yeah, but you gotta. You gotta go corner, man. Since you lost Sauce, I'm thinking they got to go either Gerard McCoy or Brandon Cisse. I would go Jared McCoy.
Yeah.
Maybe
Could be
Colton
Colton
Hood,
Hood,
but I
yeah.
wouldn't even.
Yeah.
For me,
Or
it's
if you've
McCoy.
got-
But that's just
Or
me.
if they go edge rusher, get the guy from A&M or get the guy from Auburn. If they go edge rusher, which I
Falk,
doubt they would.
I would go. Yeah, I could see going Falk from Auburn. The kid from A&M isn't bad. You talking about Cassius Howe?
Yes. I didn't.
I like Cassius Howell. I didn't think the
do
Ravens. If the
too.
Ravens had taken him like at 14, that wouldn't hurt my feelings. He's really good.
Yeah, he's real good.
Not as
I just
if Falk and Howell. If you want the athlete, the body build, like you want Falk, like Howell is not as good, but the production in college was good. So that's pretty close.
Yeah. No, you're right. You are right. Jets pick is in. Has been in, actually.
They got Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon.
Yep.
They got the best tight end.
Not sure.
What?
Yeah, they just drafted a tight end in the first round 2 years ago or last year.
No, that's a terrible pick, Jets. That's a terrible pick getting Kenny Sadiq. That's a bad landing spot. Oh, gosh.
Unless they're planning on using him as a wide receiver instead of a tight end. Now, if they're going to do that, okay, I might be on the train.
Hey,
May I? Didn't Jet fans? Didn't the New York Jets take Kyle Brady in 1995 when Warren Sapp was on the board, and we all know how that turned out?
Yeah, but they also just took a tight end a couple of years ago in the first round.
Mason Taylor from Louisiana State.
Wait,
Right.
man, you know who we should have invited when the Jets? We should have invited Marvin Powell on. I enjoyed talking to him. I can't wait to have him back in the future.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Kenny Sadiq just found out. I mean, the Jets. I mean, I love the player, but that's a bad landing spot. That's almost worse than the Cardinals taking Jeremiah Love at 3.
The Jets just took 2
where's-
picks tonight. They're still on the clock. They're just bad.
Oh,
I just don't
No.
know what they're starting Geno Smith. That's insane to me. That's just plain.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to go there. That's why they're starting him. They
And I
couldn't
mean, I
carve
love
anyone
Kenyon
like that.
Sadiq. I mean, I had him going, I think, 19 in Carolina. Carolina's a much better landing spot.
That's where I had him. But now we got Detroit, and of course we'll have Jeremy joining us right after the pick is announced to talk about the pick. So, but the pick is already in. The best fit, according to both NFL and ESPN, is Monroe Freeling. I got to agree.
Yep.
I mean, that big tackle would definitely be very nice. What do you guys think?
I think also too Blake Miller. Keep your eye on that here. Big guy. I think he would be a guy like again move him in the guard. I could see that one in his particular case more than I would in Monroe Freeling as well. But offensive line, I think is where they got to go. I mean,
Yeah,
really,
especially
Freeling's a tackle. Freeling's a tackle and nothing else.
yeah.
I think
He's
Freeling's
either going to be a left or a right tackle.
I think Freeling's the only left tackle in this draft.
Lamu, you look at maybe whoever they
Well,
like.
no, Proctor's left tackle.
No, well, I don't know. Proctor feels too heavy for left tackle.
His feet are so good, man. His feet are so good. You realize how many times Ty Simpson got hit with him at left tackle this past season?
I'm assuming the answer is none. Yeah.
As many times as you did. Exactly. 0. Yeah. I mean, it's almost, yeah, he's got to be a left. I mean, he could be right. There's no question. But you better have somebody like Joe Alt or somebody like that at left tackle if you're putting him at right tackle. Rashawn Slater, somebody like that.
I'm just thinking, 18. I have a funny feeling who the Vikings would take next at 18. That's probably the safety from Oregon.
Gotta be him in there.
Dylan Heineman. At least that's what I think you're saying.
Yeah, it's Steineman. You got the Lions now, Vikings next, then Carolina, Dallas with their second pick, and then the home team, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mr. Richard, who do you wish would be available when the Steel Curtain would make a pick?
As insane as everything is right now, I would love to be able to get Denzel Boston. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Keldrick Falk if he's still there. I wouldn't be if he's not going to be there, but if Feineman was there, I'd take him.
Yeah, but
line, you got to look at that right with Broderick Jones' situation. Like that's got to be
I mean, that's realistically, I would go either Denzel Boston or Monroe Freeling. I'd be happy with either one of those.
Now for his last moment, brought to you by Ego. It's been a fast-moving first round.
I don't want a quarterback.
Well, good news.
I also don't want the guy wearing number 8.
It won't be that.
I also do not want the guy wearing number 8.
Unfortunately,
why hasn't he signed? For God's sake, what are you waiting on? Why isn't he signed?
Where's Jeremy?
What the hell do I know? He's going to be on after the pick. He's doing his podcast right now. He's going to jump in with us for a minute after the pick is made, and then he's going to go back into his podcast.
So, excuse me, Jeremiah Love got more guaranteed money than Saquon Barkley, Ashton Jeanty, Kenny Walker, Derrick Henry, and he has not played a minute in the NFL.
Well, but that's the way the structure is right now. The only reason he got that kind of money is because he was top 3. If he'd have been drafted outside the top 5, the money would have been different.
Who is this kid?
It's probably one of those super fan deals.
You'd probably make a wish.
Offensive tackle Blake Miller.
From
Offensive
Clemson.
tackle Blake Miller from Clemson.
That's who I wanted the Texans to get.
So Monroe Freeland's dropping.
Well, I didn't have him, but I had him at 24. So nothing out of school on that one.
By the way,
Now
is it a
Minnesota?
Is it a Blake Miller or Blake Fisher? Excuse me.
Blake Miller.
Okay, from
Blake Miller.
Clemson.
That's who I wanted the
Clemson,
Texans to get. That's who I wanted the Texans to get.
I think I had Miller going to Philadelphia, but interesting. But same
That's
area.
where I had him going Philly. Yeah, I had him
Freeland
going
was
to
kind of a
Philly, too.
late mover as far as the draft too. Like he kind of moved up to the first round.
Guys, Monroe Freeland's going to be a Philadelphia Eagle. They always take Georgia Bulldogs, Alabama players.
Just like
If
the
Steelers
Saints
don't
take
take him,
Ohio
I think
State
you're right.
players. just like the Saints take Ohio State players and Chiefs take LSU players.
Well, you
Yep.
didn't take a Buckeye. You didn't take a Buckeye this year.
I know, but I'm just saying majority
Minnesota's pick
of
is
that
in.
team is Big Ten or Ohio State. But look at over the years, you know, like Marshawn Lattimore was, Chris Olave was another Buckeye. Who was another one they once had like 5 Buckeyes on their team a couple years back. That's the last 2 I can remember from the past was Marshawn Lattimore and Chris Olave.
And Honey Badger they had too, LSU guy.
No, I'm talking about Ohio State. No. Shockingly, LSU Saints don't really draft LSU guys. They have before. The last 3 were Al Woods, Devery Henderson, and Caleb Banks.
Yeah, I was going to say Minnesota's pick is in. It's Caleb Banks, the defensive tackle out of Florida. So Caleb Banks off the list.
No,
The first defensive tackle off the board.
That's a
I'm
surprise.
surprised they didn't go safety. Carolina's pick is already in. Good grief.
Surprised. I'm surprised.
Rav, they'll pick up LSU boys in trades. Like they had Honey Badger once in a trade. They had Foster Moreau in a trade. But no, the last 2 LSU Tigers I remember getting drafted to the Saints was Al Woods and Devery Henderson.
You would think teams would do that more often. I wonder why Maryland players don't play for the. You would think or Steeler players play with University of Pittsburgh very often. Like you saw Kenny Pickett, but you that's like a rare thing. Like you would think they're more clued in and have more information on those guys than they would any other team. So yeah, I always wondered why you don't see that more.
I'll tell you what else. I mean,
hey man,
would you consider? I'm gonna bring up draft history for the Saints. Could you believe that it was 20 years ago? This was the Saints draft class. They drafted Reggie Bush, Roman Harper, Jari Evans, Rob Nikovich, Marcus Colston, and Zach Streif. That was the Saints draft class in 06.
Highly underrated draft. Highly underrated draft.
Pretty good.
So
And
we've
only
got
one-
Carolina.
And only one was an SEC guy, and that was Roman Harper.
Are the Carolina Panthers about to draft a wide receiver for the 3rd straight year?
Could be. You got Mekhi Lemon out there. You've got Omar Cooper out there. You got Casey Concepcion out there. They better not take Denzel Boston.
The Philadelphia Eagles have made a trade with the Cowboys. So Philly is now at 20. Dallas is at 23.
Yep.
Banks is a surprise. That really is a big surprise. Banks was a guy who was considered top 10 earlier in the season, before the season started, had some injuries. Team didn't play as well, and then Banks kind of fell out of the first round. But he's got a lot of talent. I'm really still surprised they didn't take the safety, even though they do need D tackle as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and that makes it a little more interesting for the Steelers at 21. It also makes it more interesting for Dallas, but because Pittsburgh could take receiver, could take the tackle, could take the safety, um, unless Philadelphia made this jump to grab. Um, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, to maybe get Freeling at 20.
And then it's your turn after the Eagles Steelers. So PA team in 20th, and the other PA, the hosting 21. How you feeling? It's almost your time to shine.
Yeah, it's getting close.
By the way, after CT scan, Banks is on pace, fully clear of football activities in early June as he recovers from a surgically repaired bone in his left foot. Wow. And they're not taking Tiedemann or McNeil Warren, either safety. Excuse me.
They do have a D tackle need in Minnesota. The D tackles weren't that good in the first round, so I think that's why we all assumed that it would be the safety, since the safety would probably be there. And obviously Harrison Smith's retiring, but the D tackle need is a real thing as well. So they probably think, okay, we'll take the safety in the second round or later, and then do that. See, because you could probably get a decent enough safety like a little bit later. But it's risky, but I would have taken the safety, man. Thielen, I think it's a stud. I think this guy, he might have the best range in the NFL. He's not even there yet. All over the field. Tremendous speed.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that whole thing plays out for them, because he's a big defensive tackle, 6'6" at D tackle. Yeah, it's a little taller than what you normally want to see at D tackle, but it should be. These next few picks are going to be interesting. And by the way, we've only had 2 of the 18 picks so far that we didn't have in our mock draft. We did not have Ty Simpson, and we did not have Caleb Banks in our mock draft. We've had all the other ones in there, just not necessarily with the right team.
I thought Ty Simpson was Arizona. They were going to do it tomorrow, or get back late in the
Carolina takes Monroe Freeling. Carolina takes Monroe Freeling, tackle out of Georgia.
Never mind.
Well, Carolina probably needed a tackle with the big NC State tackle suffering not an ACL, but what's a torn patella tendon. Thank you.
I just wonder if Philly's now kicking themselves in the butt, going, well, there went our guy.
Yeah. They wanted him to protect Jalen, and now he's going to be protecting Bryce Young instead.
Right. But, there's still offensive line. There's Caleb Blau. There's that's pretty much about the only first round grade that we had.
Holy
linemen. Eagles pick is in, though.
Caleb Lyman was kind of what I'm
Could
thinking.
they possibly? They went. They picked Makai Lemon out of USC.
You think, or you saw they just announced it, or that's what you assumed?
They've announced it, yeah. ESPN has it. Makai Lemon out of USC.
You're like a few seconds ahead of me. This is good. You got him in Devontae Smith.
Well, AJ
now
Brown
that tells you AJ Brown's out the door. All right, here we go.
Him and Devontae together. That's gonna be another three-headed monster with Jalen Hurts.
Not the smallest
All right,
receiver.
ideal.
And we kind of overlooked the AJ Brown situation in Philly, didn't we? Like, because
Well,
he's
that's what I
not
was
going to
saying.
be
He's
there.
gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew that. Yeah, he's getting I called that a mile away too. He wasn't going to last in Philly. He'll probably be gone there in probably a couple months or during training camp.
Could they trade AJ Brown for the 31st pick?
He'd go to New England.
Yep.
Would this be like an
By the
NBA
way-
trade?
Is there anybody? Is there any
what's
chance
not-
it's not New England?
Stephon Diggs about to go to jail, right?
No.
It's a distinct possibility. I'm curious.
child
I'm really curious to see what we're doing because they don't have the pick in yet.
The child support.
Uh,
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, the Steelers do not have their pick in yet. You got Thieneman, you got McCoy. On the defensive side, you got Boston at receiver. Omar Cooper. Oh man, just don't do something stupid, guys. Even Colton Hood. I wouldn't be mad at that. But yeah,
McDonald's
the Steelers, there's
interesting.
5 minutes left, and they haven't made their pick yet.
Oh, by the way,
McDonald on defense, I think that's something they should look at D-line.
the Cowboys got 2 4th-round picks to move back 3 spots.
Yeah.
And by the way,
and coming up after the Steelers, we have the Chargers, the Cowboys with their second pick, the Browns with their second pick, and the Bears.
The Bears.
Steelers still haven't made their pick yet.
did we give Jeremy
What
the
in the
link?
flying blue frick are they
I
doing?
think Adam might have interfered. Maybe they hold it back because Adam may have broke in and found out who the pick was before the world did. I'm shocked Adam never popped in.
Oh,
But I'm
it's
pretty
in.
sure it's loud and crowded over there. I feel like it's New Year's Rockin' Eve in Pittsburgh. If you're stuck in the middle of all that, you better be wearing a diaper if you got to go to the bathroom.
So he went.
Oh, you're there with 800. You're there with 800,000 to your closest friends.
So he went to the draft party then.
I bet how much.
Yeah.
I wonder how much a beer costs at a draft party. Take wild guess. What, like $17?
How much is your car worth?
No, a beer worth at a draft party.
That's what I'm saying. How much is your car worth?
About $11.
Um,
About $11. Same thing it is at the game. About $11.
Probably. All right, the pick is in. Oh, come on, boys.
That's
I
mine.
mean, I'm
Surprise pick.
I will reach through the interweb.
watch them. What, you think they're going to get somebody I don't need?
I'm not sure.
Hey, the Saints have done some shit like that.
And naturally, they're going to draw this shit out because it is Pittsburgh.
They got to satisfy this Steel City crowd, or terrible towels are going to be used to clean up blood in the streets of Pittsburgh.
Something like that. I mean, there's a 4 or 5 guys I wouldn't be mad at. But
Messidor, that could be.
Oh, they're playing Thunderstruck. Is that like a fight song for y'all? Because I thought that was for the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
oh, it is for the Cowboys cheerleaders. But no, you're going to hear Renegade, I'm sure, here in just a second.
Renegade is what you hear.
Oh,
for
Myron.
Games, Pirate
We
games.
got Myron. If you're watching the NFL feed, we got Myron on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Heck yeah. You betcha. Myron Cope, the greatest announcer in the history of sports. There it comes. We should just let
They
this
got
bed.
do they got people in the football stadium too?
No. They've got it lit, though. All right. The pick is in.
McAfee had a whole show there earlier.
Here we
today.
go.
He was on for like
Oh
5
yeah,
Comes
I'm
Renegade.
pretty sure his podcast was.
You got it, Marcus?
I hear it now. I hear y'all song now.
There it is.
You want to know what the Saints?
You have never lived till you've been in that stadium when that's playing. And as soon as about 30 seconds when it hits and the crowd is going bananas.
So that's y'all's hype song.
Yes.
You know what? I'll tell you
first defensive possession.
You want to know what the Saints hype song is? It's during kickoff. It's halftime by the Yin Yang Twins. For the Houston Texans, their hype song is Bulls on Parade.
Wow.
Bulls on Parade is insane too. That's what's his fucking name? Shit. Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine for the Texans, and halftime by the Yin Yang Twins for the Saints. Oh, look at this. They pulling a bunch of people out.
I just hate ever seeing terrible towels, though.
Their first round picks.
I just can't.
Don't be a hater, Rav.
Who's the Hall of Famer?
How many you want to talk about?
No, who's the one by Goodell wearing the gold jacket?
Jerome Bettis.
Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
My dumbass would have said Hines Ward, but no, I figured that was Jerome Bettis.
Jerome Bettis was a good player.
By the way, Jerome Bettis was actually a pick of the Los Angeles Rams. They traded him when they drafted Lawrence Phillips, and then Jerome Bettis became the bust in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and the rest was history.
Yes, sir.
I was mad when the Ravens didn't take Lawrence Phillips. They took Jonathan Ogden instead. Obviously, I was wrong about that.
Well, Max Ahinakor, an offensive tackle out of Arizona State. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Max Ahinakor, offensive tackle, Arizona State, 6'5", 321, goes to the Steelers. Definitely not mad at that. Big guy, good feet. He will definitely, like you mentioned earlier, Rav, with the Broderick Jones issue, he could definitely fill that role if Jones is unable to play this season. Very happy with that pick. Yes, I would have rather had a receiver, but I fully understand why they did what they did. And I'm not mad at it. Big size.
They did get Pittman in the offseason, yes, too. So to go with DK Metcalf and all that, you're still waiting on Aaron. Yeah, but Broderick Jones and the issue and all that offensive line, they've been trying a couple years. So, yeah, it makes total sense. As well, you got all that money on defense. That's probably an area where you need to go.
Yeah, that's why I say I'm not mad at it. I'm really glad they went where it was a major need. Chargers are up next. Their pick is not in yet, followed by the Cowboys. So, but no, I am definitely pleased with what the Steelers did. So
you're satisfied like me and Rav have been so far with our picks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I am happy with that.
How long has it been since you were not pleased or satisfied with a first round pick? Me, it's been a couple. I remember trying to think who it was for me. Probably Trevor Penning. For me, it was probably the last, but maybe not. Well, when we drafted Fuaga, I was satisfied because we needed a tackle. When we drafted Calvin Banks Jr. last year, we needed an offensive lineman. I don't think he was a first-round pick. If Alontae Taylor was a first round, I was kind of a shock there. Like, wasn't pleased about it, but I was kind of shocked. If he was a first-round pick when we drafted him, I think Trevor Penning was the last one for me, where I was upset.
I was not happy in 2024. When they took, yeah, I'll think of his name in a second. Fatanu, Troy Fatanu.
Or now,
they took him at 20. When you had Quinion Mitchell go 22, Terry and Arnold went 24, and Xavier Worthy went 28. I was not happy.
How happy were you when y'all drafted Najee Harris?
At that point in time, I was real happy. I was real happy about that. I figured Najee was going to come in and make a difference, and he did. He really did. He had 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons and played really well for us. And then he just started getting hurt more and more. And, injuries breed injuries. And he was just getting hurt more and more. And we had to let him go. The Chargers have selected Akeem Messidor, edge out of Miami.
Well, yeah, Khalil Mack's 79 years old.
Yep, that definitely helps their pass rush.
Chargers are another team. They kind of always like the Eagles. Offensive line, defensive line. Offensive line, defensive line. They take a receiver, but they always kind of they don't never get too far away from the trenches. They understand where you need to win games.
I wonder why. Maybe a certain last name.
Hardball, yeah.
So next up is the Cowboys, followed by the Browns, Bears, and Bills.
What do you guys
I'm waiting to
think?
see.
Do what?
Oh, go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead and say your spiel.
I was gonna say, like, with the next 4 he named, I'm interested to see what the Bears and the Bills do here. Like Cowboys, I feel like they're gonna draft another safety or something. Cleveland really don't give a shit, but it's like the Bears and the Bills. I'm waiting to see them too. One of them supposed to get a wide receiver. Need a wide receiver. The other one, I think, need a defensive player. I could be wrong.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's all I had to say.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Bills move back because Buffalo doesn't have a second-round pick tomorrow. I think the Bears at 25 probably look defense, probably look defensive line, maybe one on the pass rushers or corner. But if the Bills are stuck at 26, maybe McDonald, the pass rush from LSU, and maybe McDonald, the nose guard from Ohio State.
Well, Dallas right here, I think they go DB. I think that's where Thienemann's end up going, which I hate.
Or McNeil Warren. And if the Cowboys end up getting one of those guys, they've stolen.
Yeah.
But they've already taken a safety tonight. They're going to take 2 safeties?
No.
Do you realize how bad their DBs are, man?
I realize it. I'm just saying.
I mean, that whole setup is horrible out there, man.
Yeah.
They're even their regular even their corners are no good. I wouldn't be surprised if they went after like a Gerard McCoy at corner. Would not surprise me a drop. We got a couple of minutes because they're in commercial, but the Cowboys haven't made their pick anyway. From what they're showing here, the best fit is Keldrick Falk. The best available player is McCoy. But I mean, with what we've got left, I think Dylan's right, or Marcus is right. I think we're going to see at least a team, maybe 2, go back, and I wouldn't be surprised if Philly gets enough. It will not surprise me at all if we see a trade come across with that 31st pick that A.J. Brown got traded to New England for their first-round pick.
I think no more. We might get one more or no more than 2 trades left in the first round. One, I can guarantee that 31st, but if shockingly a second one comes, I'll be surprised, but I mean, I doubt the Texans would trade. They'd be stupid if they trade. That's the one I've been waiting to
No,
find
but
out.
I think you're going to see a team trade out. You're going to see a team trade out, whether it's Buffalo, Seattle,
or the Texans.
Well, I don't know that it's the Texans, though. I don't think it is.
Well,
because there's still some guys there that they could really use.
Well, Marcus, remember, the Texans have 2 second-round picks tomorrow, so makes it less likely the Texans want to trade out. If anything, maybe the Texans.
Well, this wouldn't be the first. They've traded first-round picks like twice in the last 5 years, and all I've seen is Battle Red pissed off. Like, man, we got to go another year without a first-round pick like that. They can't handle a third in 6 years. Like that, no, they might as well just pick it. Get your O-line for CJ Stroud, and then you go from wherever you need after that. But I wouldn't be surprised if they pick a center. I think they go center or guard. I mean, a lot of your offensive tackles are off the board, but I think they go.
I don't think there's a center here like this high, but it is Dallas, so you never know.
Dallas.
That's true. By the way, shifting gears just a little bit, Evan Carter just hit an inside the park home run for the Rangers.
I can't believe the Astros won a series against the Guardians in their situation. They needed that before they go play the damn Yankees this weekend.
By the way, Marcus, have you seen the Red Sox pitiful offense this week against the Bronx Bombers? Holy crap.
No, I usually watch that rivalry, but I have not watched it yet. But Boston is dog shit. But then again, the Astros couldn't beat the damn Red Sox, which pissed me off.
I really don't like any of their offensive players in Boston outside of Roman Anthony. Maybe Jared Duran, but yeah, that I kind of suspected that would be a problem for the Red Sox. They don't have any offense. They don't have any real firepower with the offense.
Damn, they about cleared out. I think they all of that whole back row wanted to see the Steelers pick, and that's all gone now.
Neil Cruz had another home run tonight.
By the way, did you guys see how many points Mikal Bridges scored for the Knickerbockers in the ATL?
No, but I got the Cowboys pick.
Yep,
Malachi Lawrence, edge of Central Florida. Malachi Lawrence, edge from Central Florida.
Oh, wait, UCF's Big 12 now.
Okay.
I understand.
Not who I was thinking.
Now it's the 5th Big 12 guy going. As of right now, the Big 10 is just, as of right now, I think 6 Big 10 guys have been drafted, and half of them is Ohio State. As of now, the SEC has now had 5 drafted, 1 from LSU, 2 from Alabama, 1 from Florida, 1 from Georgia. The ACC currently has 3 drafted, 2 from Miami and 1 from Clemson. And the only one other solo left is Notre Dame in their own little conference. So it's back and forth with the Big Ten and the SEC.
There are like 5 premium positions on a football field that a team looks for. I've done a video on this: quarterback, wide receiver, edge rush, left tackle or tackle period, and corner. And that's what you've seen tonight. The premium positions, regardless, are winning out. You've seen the edge rushers, we've seen wide receivers, we've seen quarterback, we've seen all these things, we've seen those premium positions. In some cases with safety, if they really have a safety need, but like teams are just staying true to that, like that, the premium positions on the field as well.
Correction, the Big Ten has 8 drafted so far. 8.
So
SEC
does Cleveland
5.
Does Cleveland go receiver here with Denzel Boston, or do they possibly go O-line with Caleb Lau?
I think they go receiver. That's just me. They want to make Shedeur Sanders or Dylan Gabriel, whoever's going to start, shine. Or I'm going to just say Shedeur Sanders on his behalf.
I think it's receiver as well.
And that's probably like all you got left to get because all the Makai Lemon, who was the last one picking up, you got to go with that one Rich
You
mentioned.
either got Boston, either
The
Denzel
one from
Boston or
Washington.
Omar Cooper. Yeah, that's Denzel
Oh, from
Boston.
Indiana? I think
Omar Cooper's
I
the
think,
Indiana kid. Omar Cooper's the
I
Indiana
think,
kid.
I think it's going to be Denzel then.
This
Or
is
there's
going to be
Casey
almost.
Concepcion out of A&M.
Boston has the higher upside. His athletic
Yeah,
gifts
definitely.
are off the charts. Like, you know, as far as like, as I'm sure at the combine, they were like, wow, with this guy, like really green though. He's not going to be right away. I'd be surprised with that. Omar Cooper isn't as athletic, but he's a finished product. So like he's going to be really good right away. Probably like that. If you can put him in a slot, he's going to be really good.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, you know, for those of you watching live, we appreciate you hanging out with us. We've been having a good time for 2.5 hours now. It's been pretty cool. Again, I'm Big Rich to my right over that way. That's Dylan over there. Marcus is directly below him, and Rav to his left. You know, it's definitely been an interesting draft. The wheels went off the cart quick. Pick 3, the wheels went off the cart, and they've kind of been off the cart ever since. But
you could argue pick 2 if you didn't think Bailey was going.
Well, yeah,
a lot of people had that
but
one.
I haven't seen anybody make a pick where you're scratching your head.
Maybe Minnesota.
I don't know. I even like Minnesota's pick. I'm not against it.
No,
I think teams are better at this nowadays than they used to be. You used to always have like the Cardinals and the Bengals, who were just always like what the H. Like nowadays, there aren't too many super bad drafting teams. Now, once they get there, it's a whole different thing. Some teams are just not developing players, whatever. But there aren't teams that like just doing off the radar stuff. The Raiders would always do like off the radar stuff, taking like Mike Mitchell in the second round. He was like a 200 player. Stuff like that.
Well,
you'll see a lot of that.
Or the Bears trading up to draft Trubisky ahead of a guy named what is his name? Mahomes. Yeah, that guy.
Exactly.
You know, you trade up figuring, okay, you're going to get this big quarterback and all that. I think everybody thought they were going to take Mahomes at 2. Trubisky.
Yeah. Who didn't start his first year, believe it or not. Everybody forgets that he didn't play at all. Alex Smith did the whole season.
Probably should have never started.
Yeah.
I must say, Caleb Banks is probably the biggest head scratcher of the night. I didn't think he wouldn't have been my pick at 18 with the safeties, but I'm not in Minnesota's draft.
Well, I think he was a reach.
The Browns picked up Casey Concepcion from A&M.
Yes, they did. Casey Concepcion, 6 foot, 196, Texas A&M. I like the pick. I like this kid. I think he's going to be a really good receiver for a long time if he can stay healthy. He hasn't had any health issues at A&M, but if he can stay healthy in the NFL, I think he's going to have a nice career.
Well, I love this guy. He's got outstanding acceleration. He goes from 0 to 60.
Now needs like 2 more players to tie with the Big Ten. Yeah, two more SEC guys and they tie with the Big Ten. Oh yeah, absolutely. But now they need 2 more to tie the Big Ten with draft picks tonight. 2 more. That's their 6th guy, and Big Ten takes the lead with 8. And I made our thing for Saturday. I made our Lincoln shit.
I saw that.
For Cajun Term.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bears are up next, followed by Buffalo, San Francisco, and the Houston Texans. So you can cut that out, sir, Mr. Dillon.
Me? Oh,
Yawning. I
thought you
saw
were
him
talking to
yawning
me.
in that box. No, I saw Dylan over there yawning in his box. You can cut that stuff out.
All right, I got it ready for Saturday. It's in my studio.
No, I got you. Yeah, I saw the thing in the chat.
Yeah, I just made the link, so I got that out of the way. Oh, and the belt comes in, I think, Monday, courtesy of Amazon.
Okay.
So you might not see it. You might not see it this week, but no, you'll see. You might see it for fans of the Diamond. If not, you'll at least see it by open mic. Because I'm taking this picture, putting it in the bedroom or the bathroom, and I'm gonna put 3 more spots for 3 more belts. And I bought Ric Flair's belt, big gold, the OG one. It's going right here. And then I need to get Eagle. I need to get the Wing Eagle, the one Brett, Shawn, Yokozuna, Hogan, Macho Man all had, Psycho Sid, Undertaker, and then I want Eddie Guerrero's custom WWE Championship. That's gonna
Did you see Ric Flair's interview with Ariel Helwani? Oh my God, just sad. Just sad to see Rick just drunk all the time, man.
He tried to fight Ludwig Kaiser. That's why he wasn't invited to WrestleMania. He got beef with Ludwig Kaiser. But Rich and I are going to talk all about that Saturday, which I got good topics to keep it going about that horrific weekend. So tune in, folks.
It's definitely not. Flair is the epitome of those guys that don't know what to do when they retire. He just doesn't. You get a lot of these guys, they go into something else, or they get involved with other things, or they just do the tour of the autograph signing circuit and all that kind of stuff. But Rick just doesn't know. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm surprised he's lived this long, or hasn't had a liver transplant. With all the stuff that he's drank enough for all 4 of us combined, and has been perfectly public about it. I hate to see it, but some of the guys, they do that stuff, man.
It's sad.
It is.
It's just really, really. He could be in a position where he was, especially with Hulk Hogan gone and some of these guys gone, really revered as one of the, and not that he's not still something, but come on, man, just drunk all the time.
Speaking of that, speaking of Hogan, you noticed how they said he overdosed on medication after going through a divorce. That's what really caused his death.
That hasn't been confirmed. That hasn't been confirmed by the medical examiner and all that. That hasn't been confirmed. So I thought you were at Point State Park, sir.
I didn't go. I didn't get home to work till just a little bit ago.
By the way, Marcus, the Houston Texans have made a trade with Buffalo, so Houston's on the clock at 26.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm gonna go fix that right now, real quick. So
they've only moved up a couple of picks, but
so they're going 26 instead of 28. Got it.
Right. So you got the Chicago.
Hey, I told you.
Houston, then San Francisco, and then Buffalo.
I told you 2 more trades were going to possibly happen, and look at that.
You know what? I think there's one tackle who might be a first-round guy, and I bet you Houston got him. Caleb Longmu from Utah.
Would this be the first time 3 Utah guy goes in the first round?
Probably in a while.
Yeah.
I bet you the Bears get one of the safeties here.
I think Feineman is going to Chicago.
Or McNeil Warren. I mean, McNeil Warren's going to drop to the second round. Give me a break.
Has Cleveland had the best draft so far?
I
The
think that's
Bears have
possible.
taken Dylan Feineman out of Oregon. Dylan Feineman goes to the Chicago Bears.
Has Cleveland had the best draft so far?
Nope.
I think the Giants over better than Cleveland.
Yeah. I
Really?
would say the Giants.
I'll tell you who I think had maybe. I'm honestly. I know my friends in the desert would disagree with me, but I think the Arizona Cardinals have had a terrible night drafting Jeremiah Love when all the defensive players not named David Bailey were available.
They seemed happy and satisfied with their pick. That's why I didn't say much.
Well, yeah.
I love this pick that for you guys, Mark. It's an exciting offense.
Jordan Tyson. Oh, yeah. Him and Olave.
Want to hear about our NFL Network on Sirius Radio didn't even talk about our pick.
Why?
They mentioned his name and just moved on.
That's garbage. It's a good pick.
I'm just saying what I was listening on the Sirius Radio, and they said his name and they just kept moving on. And then the Cleveland comes in and takes Concepcion. And they got the lineman.
By the way, it's nice when the greatest name in the world gets drafted in the first round, although he spells it differently than I do.
Dylan, where's your suit and tie?
You should have seen it earlier.
He had it on at the beginning.
You got to keep.
He just had the tie on. He just had the tie on. He didn't have the coat on.
Oh no, he had the coat on.
I didn't see a coat. I just saw the koala bear in the background in the kitchen.
No, he had the coat.
He said something about jumping naked in a hot tub too, or some shit.
Holy crap! Did you guys see the tornado hitting Vance Air Force Base in Oklahoma? Holy!
No, I did not. That was a major
tornado country. I know that. Oklahoma, Nebraska, that's where they happen at. I know that much.
It's going to happen in Pennsylvania soon, too, the way they keep tearing down these houses. Dylan, I thought that was a great move by the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I'm trying to get it up. Everyone, well, they don't have one for Jacksonville because of another wrestling company, but have y'all ever saw those legacy championship belts for like every professional team? I was trying to get the Steelers one up and the Saints one up to see if y'all would ever buy these. But look, I got the Ravens one up for Rav. You'd be down to buy something like this to put in your like man cave?
If I could afford it.
It's like $4.99 or $5.99 off of
$500.
I'm pretty sure you can find a replica on like Amazon or something, but yeah.
It looks cool though.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I think a lot of men would absolutely do that.
Every time WB goes to town, there's always a football player or a baseball player holding their team's belt. They got an Orioles one too. I just didn't pop it up. That's the only since it's NFL night, I pulled the Ravens one up. But I'm trying to get the Steelers one up for Rich, and I'm sure Rich seen it before, but I'm trying to get
Dylan, why do you think that's a bad trade for the Cowboys?
No, I didn't know. I didn't think it was. I think the Cowboys probably wanted to get another pass rusher, and you know what, getting other picks probably made. I think the Eagles probably thought, you know what, Mekhi Lemon's better than anybody we're going to get at 20.
I meant you said they gave up 2 fifth-round picks to move up and take Caleb Downs.
Well, that was to get Caleb Downs, but Caleb Downs was worth getting 11. but did Caleb Downs better than
Miami
anybody else?
Miami was gonna take them right there though.
No, I think Miami would have taken the lineman anyway. So not that it matters, but I must say. Oh, by the way, Miami has just moved up to the San Francisco spot.
Oh, here we go.
Mhm.
Texans are up pick.
Houston's pick. Care to want to know? You want to know?
They got a guard from Georgia Tech, Keelan Rutledge.
Yep. Keelan Rutledge, 6'4", 316 guard from Georgia Tech.
Okay. They say got some protection for CJ. I like it too, whoever said that.
What is the split offense defense? It's got to be more offense tonight than defense.
It was 15-9 before I logged in on offense versus defense. Just letting you know, Rob. There's your quick question.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just all these defensive players, and we're seeing like guards. Rutledge, I mean, that's a reach. That's a little high.
Well, they said once the guard started going, it's like one of those. It's like one of those moves where it's like, oh my gosh, the floodgates just opened. I better go. It's like fantasy football, wide receiver gets picked, and all of a sudden there's 9 wide receivers right off the board like that. You know what I mean?
Kickers are like that too in fantasy. All of a sudden, one time, whoever takes a kicker, whoever takes defense, there they go.
Usually after it gets past the top 3, though, it's like, okay, wait a minute, I can take someone later now.
I think Houston gave up 69 and another pick for 26 and like 90 something.
Hi,
They
Rich.
got
How
a
are
first
you?
round pick finally.
Hi, Rich. How are you tonight, sir?
How's it going, man?
Good.
Now we've got Miami, Buffalo, Kansas City, San Francisco, New England, and Seattle to wrap up the night.
Oh, all right, so Miami traded with the Niners.
Did anyone see Caden Proctor's squat bench?
Uh-huh.
815 pounds.
Lord have mercy.
What?
He did 225 41 times at the combine.
Caden Proctor did 815 on a squat.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yep.
I don't think I could do I don't think I could even squat 225.
The
I used to be able to
Dolphins
squat a
pick
lot.
is in.
I used to be able to squat
I think
a lot.
they're going
but
DB here, guys.
Who's up?
Dolphins. I think they're going DB here. It's either going
Dolphins,
to be
I have
McCoy
no idea.
or McNeil Warren.
Dolphins have what? 16 picks now?
Something like that.
they drafted Caden Proctor so far, but
The Steelers had the most picks in this draft at 12.
The Dolphins outreached them now. With that trade with the earlier one where they got them 2 5th rounds, and then they made that later trade where they got 2 more 4th rounds.
They have no players.
Yeah, I think that puts them at
They
13.
might need all 12. They might have 10 rookies. 10, 12.
By the way, the Bills moved back from I think either 61 or 69, traded 93 and got a 5th round pick. So
see if we can break 100, boys.
We've been pretty consistent in that 90 range most of the night.
Have we? Awesome.
Obviously,
I just got to the party,
Hey, Adam, I've got a question for you. What did you think of the Rams trading Ty Simpson? Because most of X right now is roasting the Rams for not taking Mekhi Lemon or somebody. But,
just remember the Rams' only depth chart where it showed we need someone to learn was quarterback. And they called Matthew Stafford earlier in the day and said, "Hey, Matt, we're thinking about taking Simpson at our pick." And he was all for it. He's like, "I will show this kid the ropes." Because you got to remember also in Bama, Ty Simpson kind of ran the same offense as Sean McVay, or the Rams in college. So he's like we always say, you want to go to a system where you fit in. And
that's true.
this is a great move by the Rams. Sean McVay now has a year to get Ty Simpson into the system, learn behind the MVP of Matt Stafford, and it should be good, I think.
And here's one
And
other
they better
thing.
spend their second round pick on a receiver.
Here's one other thing to
They
look
better
at.
spend their second pick on a receiver then.
Here's the one thing to look at for the Rams. LA has not drafted a first-round wide receiver. They've gone after second, third-round wide receivers. You think Robert Woods, Puka Cup, Tutu Outlaw.
And was this the Rams'
pick is
first
in,
quarterback?
guys. We got the pick. Chris Johnson, cornerback out of San Diego State.
Ooh.
Chris Johnson, cornerback out of San Diego State, goes to Miami. The Buffalo Fighting Bills are next.
I like that. That pick. I heard a lot about. I like that pick. Miami. I heard a lot about Chris Johnson late in the draft process. Miami needs help everywhere.
All right. What I was saying was Ty Simpson, I think, was the first quarterback the Rams drafted in 10 years since Jared Goff, right? No, Stetson Bennett. I mean, right. First round, not overall.
I was going to say, they took a quarterback, 2 years ago? They took the Georgia kid, right?
Yeah, they took Stetson Bennett, but yeah.
I'm talking about first round.
You're right. You're right. Because they've had Stafford for 10 years.
Rev, I didn't hear that many boos coming from Pittsburgh for the Baltimore pick, but I did hear a lot of boos for the Cleveland pick.
Yeah, because y'all made because Luke missed the field goal. That's why you want.
What about the Eagles though? I saw a bunch of boos for the Eagles too.
Well, we just don't like Philly, and then they're kicking our ass in the playoffs right now, so we really don't like Philly.
Well, I'm sorry, but I think it's a sweep now. I thought y'all had a chance to win Game 3. I think it's over for the Penguins.
I still think they come back. I'm not going to lose hope in my team, Marcus. I can't do that.
Hey, the Patriots traded up to get the pick from Buffalo, and their pick is in. Buffalo is now gone from 28 to 31.
In other words, Buffalo's
so
got
the Patriots.
Buffalo's
Patriots pick is in. Kansas City is on the clock.
Don't the Bills always move back on draft night?
Seems like recently that's right. Like they seem like they can't. They're picking late one and they try and go to the second round.
This is the second time a team got traded in the 28th pick. First it was the Texans to the Bills. Now it's the Patriots.
Well, it's to generate more draft capital.
Anyone else find it weird that the two in-division teams have done trades today? Giants and Eagles, and then, Dallas and the Eagles, and now the Patriots and the Bills.
The selection has been made. The Patriots draft Caleb Lomu, offensive tackle, Utah.
Well, you know why? Because they're thinking Kansas City or San Francisco might take him, and Lomu's the last tackle available at this point of the draft.
So that's
the last true tackle.
That's 9 linemen in the first round.
Something like that. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
This might be the most ever for linemen in the first round.
Well, since what? 2013?
Well, they were projecting 10.
It should be 11.
They were projecting 10. So, so the Chiefs are now on the clock.
He's the ninth one.
Niners after them.
He's the ninth lineman, but he's the fifth or sixth offensive tackle, not including a guard. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's the sixth offensive tackle. He's sixth tackle.
4 picks left in the first round tonight. Chiefs, 49ers, Bills, Seahawks, assuming there aren't any more trades.
Hopefully not.
So,
I'm just thinking. I'm not saying this team would do it. I don't think they would. I have a funny feeling there might be a running back taken at 32 of Seattle City's there.
Yeah, I could see them taking the other running back from Notre Dame.
Darian Price, thank you.
That's what I would do. Jarian Price too at that spot.
I can see that.
That's really the only thing they need. I can't really think of another spot. where
What
they
do
really-
what do the Chiefs get at 39? Well, who did the Chiefs get at 29? Because I mean, all the tackles are gone. All the
What do you mean? I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has
I think they take Denzel Boston.
I think they take Omar Cooper.
Warren's on the
Oh,
board.
Keldrick Falk. Yeah, Keldrick Falk is still there.
Warren's on the board. They could use that safety too. I think that's something.
McNeil Warren is going to drop to the second round.
And Jamad McCoy is still out there too.
Well, McCoy's got the knee. McCoy's got the knee.
Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix
got the
Turbo
background?
X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text.
I have the draft on, but I don't know. You guys even hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it really loud.
I can hear somebody. I don't know if it's Marcus or Adam or who it is.
I'm on ESPN. I got a damn burger commercial on.
I've got an
I can
elephant.
just hear it. I can't hear what it is. I can just hear it.
Well, y'all said my volume's been good all night, so it ain't me.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, he got the radio on.
But man, I think we're looking at either receiver or DB here, no question, for Kansas City. Would they take Keldrick Falk though to throw the curveball out there?
I could see that. I think wideout is probably a need too. Omar Cooper still out there. I think that's a look.
Yeah, because I mean the,
So
two,
look, Adam-
the two top receivers. The
What's
two
that?
top receivers out there right now are Cooper and Boston. And then the two top DBs that are out there are McNeil Warner and McCoy. But then you got Keldrick Falk and Cassius Howell. Both pass rushers are still out there too.
Showing my gratitude and then put my faith on display for the young guys as well, so they can fall in love with the Lord just like I have. Jordan, that's awesome, and also this entire process, Pat, you back me up. I thought you're the best receiver.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
some of the injury conversation I didn't really get.
would they go DT?
Out there and show, hey guys, I'm
Probably.
ready to go. But I told you this
But-
off air.
Could they go Peter Woods at defensive tackle? Kansas City?
I thought they were going to go O-line, but they could go D-line.
Hey, Adam,
There's any O-line left.
Hey, Adam, I think you have the radio on. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, I think
maybe
the
I
radio's
was-
feeding through. But yeah, I think that we've got
Family was happy, started cheering. It was a really cool and special moment.
I think all the first round graded offensive linemen are gone.
Yeah, Lama was the last one.
Who's on the board? Patriots?
Chiefs.
Kansas City.
Chiefs.
Patty Mahomes.
They're going to go Denzel Boston.
I think they
So,
go Mahomes. I
Adam-
think they go
I think they,
Keldrick Falk.
yeah.
I took a page out of your book. I made my own background with jerseys like you did.
I love it. I love it.
It's gorilla tape to my damn clothing rack.
I love it. I
By the way,
was going to ask you, it looks a little different back there.
Well,
By the
I had
way-
to put I put my Drew Brees one that I outgrew right here for a home jersey because I always wear home on day one of the white ones day two, and now that I got an alternate, I'm wearing gold on Saturday. Okay, I'm sorry. Dylan, go ahead.
by the way, were you guys dissing me for my koala? I've got like 12 koalas in here, a few more here. Like, if you see my this isn't even my regular setup. I've got my backup, my older laptop, and my camera. I've got like
Where
I've
should've
got
went
like
back to
Chiefs pick is in. Chiefs pick is in, guys. Peter Woods, defensive tackle, Clemson.
Well, but yeah,
Not bad.
Peter Woods would be this, defensive line.
You should have went back to your Duval background.
I've got one better.
So now, 3 picks left in the first round. We have got the Jets, who have traded up to get the San Francisco pick. Hello. Remember somebody said about the Jets trading up. They've traded number 33 to get to number 30. Buffalo and Seattle.
So what else
Oh,
did
wait,
the
I
Jets give
thought
up?
the Niners traded the pick with the Dolphins.
They did.
Not number
But now
30,
San
no.
Francisco's moved back again.
Yeah,
Oh,
they've traded back. Yeah.
now okay. I just got the alert. I'm sorry. He's like
Yeah.
10 seconds
I
ahead of
bet
me.
Jets have 2 second-round picks.
They go Keldrick Folk.
I think the Jets go. Oh God,
I think they go
I don't know what
receiver.
they do. Omar Cooper. Yeah, thank you, Omar Cooper.
I still think it's Denzel Boston. I don't like Omar Cooper. I don't think he's. I could be way off, but I don't think he's gonna make it.
The fact that the Jets have 3 first-round picks and they probably still won't make the playoffs.
Well, the Jets are going to look. Well, the Jets.
I can't hate it though, but that would be hilarious. You had 3 first-round picks and you still don't get. Why? It is April. Why do we have a Christmas? Why do you have a Christmas background? Mansour Delane being the first DB and the first SEC guy for LSU to go still shocks me. And look who just showed in.
He went earlier than I thought.
Where is Jason at? Jason,
Right
what
here,
do
guys.
you
Hello,
Okay, and with that, we're done for the evening. We appreciate everybody.
Okay, well, here's my parting
What's
shot
up,
for tonight,
Jace?
then, guys.
I gotta get your
I'm
take.
pumped.
What do you think of the draft so far? It's been fucking crazy. Jets now got 3 first-round picks, but what's your take on the draft tonight?
I'm not surprised, Marcus. We've had our fair share of surprises, like Miami swapping picks with Dallas, Dallas swapping picks with Philly. I had a feeling that Dallas was going to be doing a lot of shuffling up and down in the first round, and they've done that. Obviously, I was a little bit shocked when the Rams selected Ty Simpson. I said to myself, what a reach, when I texted my buddy who's a huge Rams fan. Go ahead.
I hate to interrupt, Jason, but the pick just came in for the Jets. And Omar Cooper, wide receiver from Indiana, goes to the Jets at number 30. Number 31, the Buffalo Bills are on the clock. Go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
No, that's okay. So, yeah, overall, it's gone pretty much the way I thought. There are some picks that have me scratching my head a little bit, but yeah, it's been a first round that I thought we would get. So it's been fun so far.
Well, that's the second Hoosier gone. Omar Cooper. That's a good one for the Jets. Like,
I thought Omar Cooper was the pick at
Justin-
16. I must tell you, I think this pick makes way more sense than Kenyon Sadiq. I mean, I love Sadiq, but
that catch
honestly,
they just showed from Penn State still is one of the craziest shits I've seen last season. The
I'm
catch of the
still
year, they
not sold
called.
on these Indiana guys.
Yeah.
Now their running back is still on the board.
Yeah, he won't go till probably late second, early third. Buffalo here, I will be stunned if they don't take either Falk or Howell, one or the other.
All right, I gotta
Howell
say
out of
this.
A&M or Falk out of Auburn.
I'm going with Cassius Powell.
I'm going McDonald. They're running 3-4. I think the Bills need a nose going.
Marcus, someone told me to say Roll Tide tonight, so I'm saying Roll Tide.
Boo. Well, you know what? They're a blast from the past. They're not what they used to be. So if you tell me hotty toddy, I'll even be more pissed off than the
You know what? You know what?
Even though they just extended DeBoer for 7 more years.
You know what? I've got a better one. Who's your daddy?
what's that got to do with football? Who chants that?
Who's your daddy?
Yeah, what school chants that so I don't send my kids there?
Indiana.
That's
Oh,
my kids will
one
never
hit, the one
go to
hit
Indiana.
wonder. I don't think Indiana's going to be.
Dude, I think all these guys from Indiana are one hit wonders, but that's just me.
By the way, for those of y'all looking ahead to tomorrow, the 49ers have the first pick tomorrow after getting this pick from the Jets earlier. The Cardinals have the 2. Tennessee has the 3. The Raiders have the 4.
Oh, by the way,
Giants
Tennessee,
5, and Texans have the 6th pick in the second round tomorrow.
Sorry, guys. Tennessee has traded for the 31st pick. Buffalo is now out of the first round entirely.
Right.
Titans are on the clock again. Buffalo again trades out of the first round.
Okay.
Like they've done this several years
They
in a
must
row.
not need anyone.
Bro, Jamie probably pissed right now.
They're trying to save money too. That's a big difference between.
Well, they just built a damn new stadium. I get why they need to save money.
It looks pretty state of the art.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and they're also in a little bit of a cap issue.
Every year you've done this now like 3 years.
Well, Texas.
Well, no, I'm just saying this year.
Well, Rich, we got our asses whooped tonight.
Yeah. After, it was just one of those games. I mean, Carter hits that inside the park shot. O'Neal hit another one though.
That top of the foul pole, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty slick. I've never seen that before. But Tennessee, I think they're going receiver, guys. I really do.
Another one to go for Cam
I think that's where now Denzel Boston's going to go.
It could be the running back too. They passed. They didn't get a chance to take Jeremiah Love. They could take.
I
Price
think this is one of the. I think this could be one of the pass rushers.
No, they're going offense. They're for Cam Ward.
Yeah.
They're gonna get.
They gotta help him.
They're gonna get Boston. Watch.
They're loading up for Boston.
Although I do have to agree, they could use the other kid from Notre Dame.
320,000 people here tonight.
The attendance was 320,000. I thought it was more than that. He said the attendance was 300.
300 and something thousand. Keldrick Falk,
320,000
of Auburn, goes to the Titans.
That makes sense.
There was no traffic almost all the way into town tonight. Everyone was telling me.
Says everything was closed down. I saw the traffic report on KDKA this afternoon. Half the streets in Pittsburgh were closed.
Well, they
couldn't get in or out. No wonder.
Fit 320,000 people down there. They can barely fit 70,000 down there for a Steelers game.
I understand, but that's what I'm saying. So the last pick of the first round is now up. The world champion Seattle Seahawks. Is this where we see the running back go, gentlemen?
What's up with Charbonnet? Is Charbonnet going to be ready to start the season, or is he going to be out?
Questionable. Not to mention, the head coach wants a second back. I guess he's not confident in any of the other ones that are there. And I mean, Charbonnet's not a 3-down back. There's no question about that.
I'll tell you what, McNeil Warren falling to the second round is criminal. I mean, even when we did it last year, McNeil Warren's going to be a steal for one of these teams early in the draft.
Dylan, you're in a new
Think about this one, Dylan. You've got McNeil Warren, you've got Denzel Boston, you've got Brandon Cisse, you've got Cassius Howell, Gerard McCoy, and Colton Hood all go into the second round.
Marcus,
these are a lot of really talented guys that are going to be second round picks.
Well, one of them may be out of there. Obviously, yeah, this is it.
Did Jordan Tyson, Marcus, Was he even on their radar? I mean, he did that pro day must have saved his ass.
Yeah, he was on their. They had so many people on their radar, but he got talked about like last minute. They really wanted Ruben Bain more. They were wanting more of an edge rusher, but I guess they needed another weapon for Tyler Shuck outside of Chris Olave and them. But now that they got them on that, now that they picked up Jordan Tyson, that offense now, you got the likes of Shuck, Travis Etienne, or H.N. Kamara, and Chris Olave, if Kamara's still playing.
I mean, they got a decent little lineup there. It's going to be good for the NFC South.
Pick is in for the Seahawks, guys.
And we have just crossed the 3-hour mark.
This is normal.
Yeah,
I've seen first. This is normal. Like I've seen the first round go like freaking 4 hours.
Well, they moved it down to 8 minutes a pick.
Yeah, that extra 2 minutes makes a difference. And I have done drafts on the air before that I was doing 4 hours.
Do you remember the
not to mention the fact they
2007
started at 7. They didn't piddle around and they didn't piddle around with stuff. They started at 7, so that helped too.
The old draft would end now and start at noon. They used to have the first 3 rounds. Yeah.
Jason, was the wife loving the pick?
Well, yes and no. The first thing that happened when it happened was she said, "All right, what did Jerry fuck up this time?" And I said, "Well, I don't know yet." And I told her, actually, this was a good pick for Dallas taking Caleb Downs. I think it was because they obviously they need help in the defensive backfield. And while I thought Jerry was going to be bold to move up to take Jeremiah Love to pair at wide receiver with George Pickens on the franchise tag and CeeDee Lamb, it makes more sense for them taking Caleb Downs. And I think he's the safe pick for Dallas there because Downs has all the raw skills to be a great cornerback. He has the speed. He has the ability to lock down receivers. Really, the only question for him at this point is how fast will he pick up the pro game? So I said to my wife, I said, you know what? This is actually a good pick for Jerry. It's not a scene stealer pick or a star-studded pick like Jerry would go with in the past, getting guys like CeeDee Lamb, getting guys like Ezekiel Elliott. It seems to me like they actually did some scouting this time and drafted based on need rather than star power. So she was fine with that explanation after she said, "What the hell did you just say?"
Hey, I think I just saw something that may have caused Ruben Bain's drop a little bit. Ruben Bain's measurements show his arm length to be under 31 inches, the third shortest for a defensive end in combine history.
Yeah. Mel Kiper hyped on that a little bit, Rich, but I'll tell you what, though. Ruben Bain's personal coach is Jason Taylor, who is a Hall of Fame defensive end for the Miami Dolphins. And look, yeah, we know that arm length factors a lot into what those guys do, but this guy's been coached up by Jason Taylor. So I'm willing to go with the coaching over the arm length. Depends. We'll have to wait and see until he gets on the field, but you never know.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, he'll just have to T-Rex everything. That's all.
Yeah.
Terrell Suggs ran a 40 time, like 3 minutes slower, and he turned into a Hall of Fame player, Hall of Fame level player.
Right there, Rav. Boom.
Sometimes people got to stop overthinking things, but if you see it on the field, a dominant guy.
Exactly.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah. I'm just saying that may have caused him to drop a little bit.
Well, Rich, I think Ruben Bain also had an incident where he got into some kind of a car accident. And even though it was caused by him, even though there wasn't a fatality involved, nor was it DUI, it still kind of rubbed scouts the wrong way because they got scared and used that to kind of judge his character off the field. And so that could have caused him to drop a little bit too. I was surprised that Bain dropped. I thought he was going to go top 5, top 8.
Yeah, I had him. I had him going. I had him going 8. I had him going to New Orleans.
I thought he was the best defensive player. I thought he was the best player on the whole board. Ruben Bain. Nobody I thought played better in college.
Jadarian Price, running back, Notre Dame, goes to Seattle at 32.
32nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft.
We all called that one.
Again, don't overthink it. What do you need? Running back. Best running back on the board, I think. Definitely.
Go get him,
You
Dylan.
made it through the first round of the 2026
Yeah.
NFL Draft.
And I got y'all ready for the numbers here? Y'all ready for the numbers? I got them. So, with no surprise, the Big Ten took the lead with 10 players drafted from the Big Ten. With Ohio
How many of them
State
are out of
leading
Ohio State?
4. The SEC and the Big 12 tied at second with 7. The ACC with 5. Independent or Notre Dame with 2, and the Mountain West with 1. Ohio State had the most players drafted with 4, with Miami the runner-up with 3. Indiana, Clemson, Arizona State, and Notre Dame each had 2 picks. Position-wise, the offensive line dominated the night with 9 totals, 7 offensive tackles and 2 guards, with edge rushers, runner, and wide receivers tied at second place at 5, with 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, 2 safeties, 2 defensive tackles, 2 guards, and 2 cornerbacks, with the numbers of positions drafted tonight. So that's your numbers right there, folks.
There we go. 3 hours and 10 minutes into this thing, we survived.
And we're still running.
This is
fun, man. I have a great time doing this. I did it, with CBS Sports Radio in Texas 3 years, and I have a blast doing it. Enjoyed doing it with all of you guys, even our late arrivers. I'm kidding. But
better late than never.
Absolutely. Hey, Jace, so what are you looking at tomorrow for your boys?
Yeah, good question. So obviously the Green Bay Packers only have a grand total of 8 picks in this entire draft. And so tomorrow obviously will be our first day to draft. There are still some guys left on the board that I'm not surprised didn't go in the first round that I'm looking at. Obviously, Green Bay has a lot of needs on the offensive line, and another guy I'm going to be looking at here for one of our first picks tomorrow is Jennings Dunker, the offensive lineman out of Iowa. This guy was a beast for the Hawkeyes, and he really fits what Green Bay looks for, is that big steak and potatoes guy. Very powerful upper body strength, good footwork. I'm looking at that. I must say I was disappointed that the Dolphins drafted Chris Johnson. I was hoping Chris Johnson would fall to Green Bay because we need help in the defensive backfield. I saw a lot of Johnson at San Diego State from all the times they played Fresno State, and I was really impressed with his skills. But with that being said, there's still some quality players to be had for Green Bay. So in addition to Jennings Dunker, I'm also looking at from Ohio State, Davison Igbonosun, another cornerback. I'm also looking at maybe an edge rusher from Ohio State as well named Caden Curry in round 4. So as far as tomorrow, I have no idea who Green Bay is going to select, but I do think it will be either an offensive lineman or a defensive back.
Very cool. Guys, any final thoughts before we hit the high road running and get ready for tomorrow night? Marcus?
Down 9-1-1 because the Saints are back.
Offense all night. How many teams need offensive line help? You saw it.
I don't think I've seen this many offensive line drafted since 2013. It's got to be a record now.
And I think it shows you with that many offensive linemen that teams are starting to put more value into the protection of the quarterback. They're realizing that they can get quality skill players in rounds 2 through 5. Do it the Bill Parcells way. If you want to do the cooking, you got to shop for the groceries. Build with the steak and potatoes guys. By the way, Rav, I love the Ravens pick of that big offensive lineman out of Penn State, Viva. I mean, that guy's going to be a beast. I'm not saying he's going to be the next Jonathan Ogden, but I think he's the best lineman to go in the first round on day 1.
Oh man! All right.
As a former offensive lineman myself, it's a proud day to be a fat guy.
I've got a question. Out of all of us, who's got the best background?
Probably me, or Rich, or Jason. He got iconic venue. Rav got.
I don't know. I like Rav's Baltimore skyline there with that sunset. That's pretty beautiful there.
I like Marcus. He's got real stuff. He hasn't got no so.
I know. I pulled a page out of Adam's book tonight, and the gorilla tape is wearing off.
I went with a terrible draft towel.
I've got a bear.
Here, I got the real draft towel.
You got a Care Bear, huh?
I got the real draft towel, Rich.
I understand.
You should get you two. One to
I
shit
gotta
on,
order
and one
one.
to cover it.
I know. Thank you. I don't want a terrible team.
Rab, you want one? I can get you one. I'll ship it to your house. That way you can have something, Pittsburgh.
My brother would love one.
Hold on.
He's
Be
always
right back. I'm going to get my Saints towels. Be right back.
You're not going to get your Saints paper bag? Just the towel? Okay.
Nah, I don't need the paper bag today. We won this draft.
Okay, Marcus. Okay.
Anyone else besides me think Mendoza is going to be a bust?
Yeah.
I think the Jets are going to be a bigger bust with them 3 first-round picks.
I think
Mendoza is going to be an quarterback. I think he's going to probably be Chase Daniel.
I don't think Mendoza is going to be a bust. I think he's going to be one of those guys who really struggles the first 4 or 5 seasons of his career, and then kind of has a solid career towards the middle or the end. But I'm with you, Adam. He has
bring in that lineman team. Hold on.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay.
I was just saying, I'm with you, Adam. With Mendoza, he's an impressive young man off the field. He's been saying all the right things. He seems to have a good head on his shoulders, but I mean, he's going to be running for his life in Las Vegas. It's going to be trial by fire with him. So I hope he does well, but I just don't see him turning into the next Darryl LaMonica or Kenny Stabler or any other great Raiders quarterback. It's just, I don't know. Maybe there's something there I'm not seeing.
Marcus.
Oh, who there?
Hello, Mr. Jeremy.
Oh, hey, Jeremy.
I went to the link you sent me, Rich, and there was nothing.
That's weird because I sent it to everybody.
The link that worked for me was Dylan's for some reason. Because I literally went in there and there was nothing live.
You were in your own show.
I have no idea.
You were in your own show, Jar.
Yeah, I did my show.
I used the.
So, what'd you think of your pick?
It's not who I wanted, but it's it is the position I wanted. So I'm not angry. I mean, I could sit here and bitch that we reached a little bit because I believe he was the 38th prospect overall on the ESPN big board. I would have rather have had Monroe Freeling, who went to the Panthers 2 picks later. But overall, you can't gripe because they hit a position of need.
Jeremy, I've got a question for you about undrafted. Who's got the best background?
Say what?
Who's got the best background?
On the show right here tonight?
Yeah.
Rivori Sports.
What did you think?
I'll see you guys later.
All right. Good to see you, Charles.
All right, Charles.
Rag alert. Okay.
What did you think of the Rams taking the Alabama quarterback at 13?
I laughed because I said, "Wow, it's Lisa Simpson going to the Rams."
That was the biggest stunner of the first round. Ty Simpson could have easily be had either later in the first round or even on day 2. That was the biggest tweet in the first round. Well, we understand that the Rams are going to need someone to succeed Matthew Stafford, but Simpson only has 19 career starts under his belt coming into the NFL. He's going to have to pick up a very complicated offensive system really fast. I don't know. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it coming either, but I heard it, and I was like, oh. And then I heard the rumor that we were trading up to 13. Do you know what ruined that?
we had the two
Caden
small
Proctor
children.
going at 12.
It was important
As
to
soon as he
manage.
went, the Lions said, "I'm out,"
In case something
and they took
happened.
place.
All right.
Bills recovered. The mortgage was
All right,
paid.
so I got this.
Be honest
towel-
with you, I think the biggest head scratching pick
Fast, affordable,
might have. I think the two biggest head scratching picks of the night were one, the Jets taking Kenny Sieg. Not that it was a reach, but that the Jets have Mason Taylor. That's an ugly spot. And two, probably Minnesota taking the Florida tackle who might have been available on day 2 with the foot injury. I hate Arizona taking Jeremiah Love. I think that's the worst pick of the night by far. That's
For
just me.
team need, yes, I agree. They needed offensive line, they needed edge, they needed defensive back help and linebacker help. I thought for sure, I was like, whoever doesn't go 2 will go 3. It should have been David Bailey, Avril Reese. That's what I thought immediately when I looked at it.
All right, so I got this Kenny Vaccaro towel when we played the Cowboys on Veterans Day here. And then last game I went to, which was the Jets, they had these gold jersey towels since we wore gold that night. So that's mine right there.
Nice.
Nothing compared to the terrible towel, but that's my 2 Saints ones.
I think
And
that's
countless
the best towel in
LSU
sports
ones.
right now.
What?
That's the best towel in sports right now. What are you talking about?
Is that a beach towel?
Yeah, I had it printed on a beach towel
Hell yeah.
and then
You
hung
did.
it on the wall because it makes a good backdrop.
You got a hat, a shirt, a beach towel. Do a rag. That way you can wave it.
Ink
What
pen.
else you can
I got ink pens.
do? Buttons next. You can do like pins. Do that. Do keychains. Do
I'm getting
trying to think what
Letterman
else.
jackets. I'm getting Letterman
No.
jackets made next.
No, I'll tell you what the craziest thing they've ever put our logo on. Back in my old podcast days, they put our logo on a fucking skateboard one time.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I don't even skateboard. I'm not even. I can't. I'm not even. I'm nowhere near Tony Hawk's level.
But yeah, I agree with the Caleb Banks one. I think that was the worst pick of the first round overall.
I think I'm gonna close up shop for the night, boys.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, we ready to close up shop, guys?
I am because I've been at this for since 8 o'clock already, and I got another 3.5 hours to go tomorrow. Now, second round still 8 minutes, and third round 7, right? Isn't that how that goes?
6.
Third round is 6. Yeah.
And then day 3
Second
it's all
round.
5 minutes a pick, right?
Day 3 is 5. Yeah.
Okay, so I thought.
Yep.
All right, so for Big Sexy, for Jeremy, for Adam, for Marcus, for Charles, for Jason, and everybody else, this is Dylan signing off on the 2026 Driving to the Top Productions first round live draft stream.
Nice. So I'm going to be live every hour of the draft. So if anybody isn't doing it and they want to hop in,